You wanna?
So, yeah, do I want to? I would love to.
Okay,
Please
cool. Let's do
do
it.
it. Hi, guys.
Also, wait. Also, kind of
Uh-huh.
premature.
Sorry, I get
We want
excited.
we want the same. Do we want the same? Do we want the same intro music for this season? Because we typically change it every. Well, for typically like we're 8 seasons deep. For first season and second season, the opening theme music is different. Are we keeping?
Oh, yeah, then we should keep that
Are we are we
alive.
keeping? Well, we can either keep it alive or we can go the way of consistency and keep last seasons and just make that what we're about.
You said it. Didn't you? You said that. Okay.
Hmm.
Uh okay, cool. Um hmm, let's see.
We don't have to decide. We just think it over. We got a week before this comes out to,
Fair. Just keep it the
decide.
way it is.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. It's just
Okay.
keep it the way it is.
All right. Well, if you fart different at night and change your mind, let me know. So with that, yours is the innie and mine's an outie, so I guess you suffer more. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Dinosaur and the Dude, the only podcast in the fucking world with the shittiest audio with the most amazing content. Love that you all are listening to us, and we really appreciate it. So sit back and relax as we start this episode. Okay, everyone, before we get started into this episode, whatever we might be talking about might be triggering. So here's the warning. Just be mindful of what we are saying is definitely something that we're not trying to trigger you on, but just some of the topics might be a little iffy in regards to,
Sensitive,
yeah, exactly. That's the word I was trying to say.
fragile, delicate.
Yeah, and we're not saying that you are. It's just that some of the content might trigger somebody in a certain
It's
way.
offensive.
We
You
do
get
talk
it.
about we talk about different things that happen to people that could be assaults or somebody could be killed or
We do
changed
try to give
or
trigger warnings, though, so I'll give you
yeah.
the quick disclaimer.
Yeah. So
Um,
here's the yeah. So yeah, you all listen to her. The dinosaur is going to go over the disclaimer because I can't because I don't give a fuck. She cares way more. She cares way more than I do, even though she'll say the opposite. So you all
That's
just
true.
listen to the disclaimer. It's here for your benefit. Here's the dinosaur. Also, everything that we're saying in our episodes, unless we state otherwise, is all for entertainment. And there's no there's nothing that we're giving away as advice or of a matter of fact that you should go out in the world and do your own thing. We're basically saying we're not responsible for whatever fuck ups you experience after listening to us and trying to do whatever the fuck we're talking about. That's on you. Okay. All right. Now she'll finish out the rest of the disclaimer.
We don't know shit, and we don't try to say that we know shit. We like the internet, and it likes us, so we play together sometimes. But don't take anything that we say to heart. Don't take it as the gospel. Don't take it as an expert of any kind, because we don't know shit. We just like to hang out and with y'all and talk about goofy shit or funny shit or scary shit or real shit or whatever shit. And
It's just all shit. Yeah.
it's all shit with the audio shit, you know? So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's pretty much,
Yeah.
that's our moniker.
Okay. Yeah.
So, if we know that we're going to offend you, so we get that. At some point, we will offend somebody, and if we do, we're sorry. Find another podcast. Not that we don't want you here. It's just that if we're going to be in the habit of offending you, then we don't want to hurt your feelings. So, but if you're not 18, please don't listen to this. And I think that might be it.
Yeah, so
What's the city in Vermont that we want to move to?
There's several places.
I know. What's the one?
oh,
Woodstock.
Okay.
after watching
Thank
the
you.
chips, After watching the chicks on Homestead Rescue, you're like, we're
Look,
gonna move to
I'm just
Vermont.
saying,
We're gonna
we
move
need to
to
go help
Vermont.
them.
Yeah, we're gonna move to Vermont and outdo the motherfuckers. It's a competition now. It's not
Oh
really a
yeah, for
show about a
sure.
competition, but y'all made it a
No,
competition.
of course we did.
You are about to lose your lesbian crown. Give it back, bitches. We're taking it.
We're here to collect your card and the
We're
toaster
taking
that
it.
you got.
We're taking it. Yeah, we're taking it. Okay, so we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's been
A minute.
things going on, yes, but I'll save the how are you doings when we start the episode.
You're like, because right now I don't fucking care.
Well, no, I know
No,
it's
I'm
going to
just
go
playing.
into.
I'm just fucking with you.
No, I know. I know it's going to go into like
How
stuff
you doing?
to catch people up and talking about health issues and how was the holidays and
Yeah.
oh hey, look at my dumpster fire that's still going on in the backyard of the holidays. So
seriously.
so it's like that's more. I'd rather that be more genuine content for the episode.
I love
I
that
don't.
you think that of my situation.
Oh no! I'm talking about mine. I'm talking.
Oh,
I'm talking
good.
about
I'm glad I'm
mine.
not the only one on the struggle bus over here.
We're going to have a dumpster fire contest then, if that's the case.
Like whose dick is bigger? We can go on
right?
for days.
Yeah, my dick is bigger, but my vagina is deeper. So okay, you got me. Yeah, I guess we both have
Big deep
own
vaginas. I don't know.
I guess we both have our own trophy. We get a trophy
Right? Look,
each.
I'm suffering more. No, I'm suffering more.
Right.
You win, bitch. You win.
Right. Well,
Leave
yours
me
is an
alone
innie.
with that.
Yours is an innie and mine's an Audi, so I guess you suffer more.
Right.
Okay, so to answer your question, the rarest blood type is Rh null, and it's called
There we go.
It's the golden blood. Yeah, it's only it's fewer than 50 people in the world have that blood type.
Shut up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was.
I wonder if they're required to give blood.
Yeah. Here's the kicker. It was first discovered in Australian Aboriginal women in 1961. So you
all of a sudden they got some attention.
Yeah, so you basically started realizing, hey, we need to keep these Aborigines a little bit more alive because they got this rare golden blood.
We best friends now, okay?
Yeah, I know we raped.
We was just playing when we said "fuck you." That's what we was doing. We
raped and pillaged you. But now, thanks to your blood type.
Yeah, here's a sack of grain. Can we be best friends now?
Yeah, can you fill this for your sack of grain? Can you fill our empty?
I'll take your lifeblood.
Empty plastic sack with your blood. Thank you.
Right. Like we'll give you free dental, but you got to give us your blood.
Yeah, we'll clean your teeth for your blood. It's a great advertisement.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the third season. This is the first episode of the third season of The Dinosaur and the Dude. We cannot thank you enough for wanting to come back to us. Jesus Christ.
We don't know what your trauma is, but we appreciate it.
Yeah, clearly things did not go well for you during the holidays. And you said, at least let me go back to the one thing that would brighten my day. And of all the things, this is what you're left with.
If we're it,
you're left with this, and we're left with the burden to really show and prove to give you something to brighten your day.
Look, I've been giving my best this whole fucking time. Okay, other than the audio shit, I don't even know. I mean,
all day long, everybody. Thank you.
Can't stop, won't stop. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for the returning motherfuckers, fatherfuckers, dudes, dudettes, hoes and gigolos that have come back through us. And thank you to everybody that's been getting shit through our affiliates. We really appreciate it.
That's cool of y'all.
Yeah, the holidays were showing some people doing some amazing things, and we appreciate it. Definitely do.
You know what I love about America? This year, it just seems like we didn't give a fuck. We're like, electric bill? Fuck it. I'm getting Christmas. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what thing do you love about America other than the fact that people just decides that we're gonna drop the A in the front and just ride that bitch? Uh, yeah, I think holidays was a it was a very
Fun
it's
time.
it is truly the most uh, wonder filled. I won't say wonderful, but it's filled with wonder because you are and wonder is pretty neutral. You're like sitting there wondering like what the fuck is going on. I'm wondering.
Oh.
I feel like so much has happened in the tiny break that we've had away from each other and away
Oh.
from all of you that we have a full fucking episode to explain all that. So, um, how are you doing, man?
Who, me?
Yeah, yeah,
You're like, no, the other person
yeah.
on the
Right,
podcast.
right. If somebody, yeah, if
Sorry.
somebody just
I'm a
tuned in.
gummy in, y'all. I mean, I try to be consistent about that like
Mm-hmm,
all the
mm-hmm,
time.
mm-hmm.
So
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm much better. I'm
Okay,
much better. I had my neck procedure, so
okay,
my neck is not killing me.
okay.
I've been
Good.
off chemo for 2 weeks.
Okay, great.
I know, but I had to do that in order to get the procedure done.
Oh, true. Okay,
Um,
yeah. Okay.
but I did have
Oh,
pneumonia and staph infection in
okay.
both
So you
eyes,
made up
and
for it.
that is all. Yeah.
How
So
many?
yeah, that before 2 weeks before I had the surgery, that I got staph infection in both eyes and pneumonia, and arthritis in my eye. So that's a thing.
It's so like what? It's
I
so.
know, it's weird.
We're
He goes, "You have arthritis in your eye." I was like, "Excuse me."
we're talking about. So wait, we're talking about it. We're talking about it now in the episode for everybody that's listening to be able to enjoy it. But behind the scenes, I'll just admit when
I thought he broke down. Like I
when
thought he just fell
you
off of his chair.
when you were texting me, it literally was something that I thought you were just sitting there trying to figure out, okay, what else can I come up with that's gonna
Unfortunately, that is not the case,
that's
sir.
gonna it's gonna blow his mind because it sounds like shit that would only exist in these old soap operas. And it's like you were texting me and you were like, oh my God, I got strep or you're like well, I was like, what? Oh man, that sucks. Oh man, I
I was
hope
like,
you
I
feel
thought that I had strep, so
yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I
You're
went to
like,
the
I think I have
doctor.
strep. It's
And they
like,
were
oh
like,
wow.
it's pneumonia. And I was
Yeah.
like,
It was like,
oh,
yeah, it was the thing. He's
okay.
like, I think I got strep. I'm gonna go check it out. It's like, okay, wow. Oh man, I hope you feel better. And you come back. Nope, it's pneumonia. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, isn't that's a step up. And then later it's like, hey,
Overachiever over here.
yeah, and you're like, God, man, I hope you get better. Next day, hey, I got staph in the eye. What the what? What do you
In
mean?
both.
And you're
So
like,
did
yeah.
Laura.
And then I was like, God, okay, well, shit, get better.
Oh, and
Next
guess what
day,
else?
hey, guess what? I got arthritis in the eye. Okay, now you're just making up shit. I've never.
I know. He said that to me, and I was just like, excuse me?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, it's arthritis in the eye. He was like, it's really painful whenever it flares,
It
but
sounds like it.
you're going to be fine. And I was like, but I have arthritis in my fucking eyeball. Are you sure I'm going to be
Yeah, I hate it
okay?
when doctors tell you that. You're gonna be fine. I mean, it's gonna be
And
it's gonna
I
be
said,
a
and
hell of
what
a
is
lot of
this thing?
pain.
I said, is this part of the staph infection or is this like a sty that's coming in?
Yeah.
And he goes, actually, we're not going to talk about that. I go,
What?
why not? And he goes, because you see all that stuff that's around that? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, that's your body trying to fight it off because your body cannot handle what it would be, what
God.
it would dish out. And I was like, bro, not
Yeah.
cool. I don't know if you're fucking with me or not. I kind of hope that you are,
Yeah.
but I don't think you are.
It,
And he was like, yeah, he goes, we're just taking care of that. I was like,
it got
okay.
to the point where I was just like, how okay, who is this? She's not texting me. There's no because like what's next? What is next?
AI took over her life.
And you kept just going, boom, I got this, boom, I got that, boom. I got like, how is this all comboing?
I told you it was a shit show.
It's like it's
It
all
was a
these things are
total fucking
comboing.
shit show.
in this body? How is it? And then you're like, hey, and I'm off chemo. It's like, oh, like for good? Nope. It was no other way. It was like, oh, so you had to. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, you know what
Oh
sucks worse though? Through everything that I've been through, which has sucked. Don't get me
yeah.
wrong.
Uh-huh.
Pneumonia sucked.
Yeah. Sounds
My
like it.
eyeballs sucked.
Yeah.
Arthritis, my
Yeah. Yeah.
arthritic eyeball.
My
Never mind my
eyeballs.
arthritic neck, my arthritic eyeball. Yeah, that sucked really bad too because
Yeah.
it's super hurt.
Yeah.
And but
Mhm.
after being off of chemo for
But
2 weeks, now I go back
bright side.
tomorrow.
Why?
Tomorrow
Why?
I go back full on 5
Why?
pills. From 0 for 2 weeks to 5 pills. I'm going to die.
Yeah. I
It's going
don't
to be
know.
a whipping.
I'm not an expert. I don't know for sure, but yeah, I kind of agree. That's,
It's going to
yeah,
suck.
that's a
That's
good
okay.
assessment.
I'll get through it. It's fine.
I'm sure you
But
will.
I
Mm,
do take the
hmm.
whole, I have a different respect for your immune system's going to be compromised on chemo. I was like,
Yeah.
sure, okay, great, I'll get the sniffles, woohoo, And now I'm
Uh,
like having past pneumoniya after
yeah.
2 sets of different antibiotics. They had to
Oh,
give me
God damn it.
the one that fights anthrax.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess at a certain point, you're like, okay, this didn't work. This
This is a
antibiotic didn't work.
thing.
Let's
Okay,
just
maybe I need to be careful.
Let's just give her this one. Isn't that for chemical warfare? Fuck it. Let's go. Let's see what happens.
No, it's Levaquin. So it's for staph infection and anthrax.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I was just
I've
like,
heard of Levaquin. Yeah.
my doctor goes,
Ah,
he goes, that's pretty heavy stuff.
yeah.
I was like,
Thanks.
yeah, I know. Oh, and he goes, you need to watch your tendons. And I was like, for what?
How? How? Stop, sir. Stop. Stop.
I was like,
How?
for what?
How?
And he goes, because you can get tendonitis and your tendons will just
Oh,
snap.
come
I was
on.
like, great. He
Come
goes, so if you have
on.
any pain in the back of your heel area, and I said, listen, I already have pain
Yeah,
back there. He goes, you need to be careful.
you're like right
Okay.
now? Yeah, I have it right now. What does that mean? What if I
Well,
come
I've
with
been walking funny for the past,
God?
I don't know, 2 weeks.
I love that. I love that. Thanks for the PhD, sir. Yes, I already know if it's for anthrax, it's heavy shit. Thank you, though, for reiterating.
And
Thank you
about
for,
my tendons.
yeah.
God damn it.
Thank you for breaking this all down in a very Samsat kind of way. Thank you for the Susan Rand kind of way of explaining it, but I already get it. It's for chemical warfare.
Right. You
Yeah,
want me to sit down and not move. Got it.
yeah.
Like, I'm not going anywhere.
This will help you get over it, but it might.
I hobble I hobble my ass to the bathroom. That's what I do.
Yeah. He's telling you, it's like this will help you get over it, but it might
But it might
make
kill you.
your tendons explode. So watch those.
Well,
Like, what are you gonna do?
it happened. It happened to my friend that has MS.
Yeah.
They gave her Levaquin once, and that happened to her. She had to have surgery.
Like, isn't that kind of oh man, like how does that work with the doctor's code, the promise and I mean the oath kind of thing and like do no harm and you're just sitting there like, yeah, I'm giving this to you to address this issue you have, but I know it's probably gonna make your tendons explode. So come
Well,
back
it's not
to
really up
me.
to the doctor, is it?
Come
It's
back
up to
to
the
me.
prescription company.
Yeah, well, come back to me later if they do. Just watch your tendons. Like, what's that going to do? If I'm staring at my tendons, does that make them not explode? I really have no control over that. Can I wrap them? Will that help? I really don't have
Well,
like if I watched my tendons just fuck about and tear off. What is it?
disintegrate
Yeah,
before my very eyes.
yeah. Is that to help me realize? Oh, the pain I feel. Oh, it's my tendons. That's what the pain is, as opposed to not having
Oh, I
seen
know what
it.
that is.
Yeah, like
I've shredded a ligament before. It's not
yeah,
fun.
it's like, come on. No, this is
Thanks,
it.
Derby.
This is it. This is the treatment. This right here. Are you
This is what
sure?
I'm getting.
The anthrax
This is the
stuff.
best.
This
The
this is
best.
the
This
best
is the
option.
best.
Fuck
Okay.
it. Fuck
I
it.
wasn't
Give it to
sure
me.
because just wasn't
Just
sure.
just give it to
But
me. I
yeah, if
have
that's
arth.
the best,
Nah,
then
sure. Whatever. Give it to me.
fuck it, whatever.
I have
I'll
arthritis in
take
my
it.
eye. I don't know
I'll
if
take two.
anybody in
It's great.
life that has arthritis in the eye. Give it to me. Whatever.
So, whenever the prescription companies, maybe that's why they're just so upfront with it, now. Like if you're allergic to this
Yeah,
drug, or if you've ever been
yeah,
born by a woman,
yeah,
and you might be bleeding out of your eyeballs, if that happens,
right,
sometimes that can be a thing.
right,
Really?
yeah.
But whenever, I'm like, okay, Levaquin. He was like, yeah, that's pretty much like the highest we can go.
Oh my God.
I mean, other than putting you in the hospital and literally pumping you with antibiotics
Oh,
for a
Jesus.
long time. Um,
Man.
he was like, there's really no other option. And I was
Hmm.
like, oh, okay. And then he told me about the tendon thing. And I'm like, oh, okay. And he's like, but you got to take it because, I mean, what else you going to do? I
Right.
was
It's like,
like, that's fair, I guess. I mean,
yeah,
okay, doc, thanks. Can you take your dick out of my ass now, please?
yeah. It's like if you want to survive this is the only vehicle that's going to get you away fast enough.
Right.
But
But your tendons are going to explode.
but
Sorry, kiddo.
but the trunk is filled with nitrous glycerin, so you gotta go at about like 2 miles per hour, or
And no bumps at
you're going to
all.
explode and die. So, but I mean, hey, this is the only option you got. So,
Yeah. So good luck, kiddo.
if you want to get through
Okay.
this is the only option you got.
Thanks.
Wow,
Well,
that's
they did try to give me a lesser medicine and it
yeah,
didn't work. I'm like,
yeah.
I
Of
wasn't
course
even
not.
phasing
Of
it.
course not.
All right.
Your body spat it
Exactly.
out. Give me the strong
Them
shit.
bitches put sugar pills in my.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
So yeah, I'm doing great now.
so you were telling me that, and I was like, well, fuck it. I'm not even gonna tell her what I'm doing. I shuck it.
What was going on?
It's the holidays. You know how I am with the holidays, and you know how I am with
I
people with
know.
the holidays, and you know how I
I
am when
want to
I'm
buy you a hobbit hole. That's what I want to do.
stuck
I
with
want to buy
people in the
you a hobbit
holidays.
hole.
And
I need to get it land with a cave, and you can just be in the cave.
no, because everything I want to do, uh, you know, project wise,
Happens outside of the
I
caves. The
have to get
cave.
over that because I can't really, I can't really go about what I
You're
want
like,
to
I
do.
hate everybody.
Yeah. Come on over, everybody. Fuck, I'm stuck. Yeah, I think that I think that is a thing for me with holidays because it's so over the top and it doesn't have to be. And it's so like, oh, okay, it's this mad dash to do this thing, and it's not it's not necessary. And when I'm trying to explain that to my mom, it is just it's a beating because the real
What? Like, are you trying to convince her not to go anywhere?
no, it's like the realization sinks in so after the fact, you're like, okay, well, I don't give a fuck about you realizing this, that, because she wanted to cook everything for everybody. And,
Oh
and like
Lord.
I told you, my mom has a deep, deeply seated um, suffering complex. And so
Oh,
she wants to cook for everybody and she wants to be
she
able,
would stroke out. Are you
and
kidding
so
me? She'd be so stressed out.
it's this thing where
Yeah, it is a thing.
it's this thing where she, then when she's talking to everybody, it's like, oh yeah, I did this, I did this, I did this, I
Oh,
did this, I
I've
did that.
been working and working and nobody
Yeah.
said thank you. And I'm
And it's
so tired
all,
and I
oh
don't
my
know what to
God.
do.
And I've been making sure and I did this. And I'm like, and the whole time I'm like, you didn't have to do any of that shit. You put that shit upon yourself for no
Uh
fucking
huh.
reason.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she went about doing all this stuff and, preparing for 2 days straight and then the day of. And I'm like, oh my God. And then she went about doing something and I just stared at her like, why the fuck did you just do that? Do you realize what you just did? She was making what the fuck is it? She calls it scalloped potatoes or whatever, but it's like potatoes gratin with just fucking sliced up potatoes,
Is it homemade
cover
or?
'em in cheese and put them in the oven and let that shit bake,
Oh,
right?
that's got to be good.
You
Gum and
know
cheese
it.
be
I'm sure it
delicious.
is. You know what's not good? Um, Peeling a sack of potatoes and
No,
then
it's really not.
and then no, that part's necessary though when you're doing it. But
Ish.
getting those skins, okay, the potato skins, and shoving them all down the disposal
No, she did not. No, she didn't.
all at once.
No, she did not.
All at once. All at once.
Okay, so when did you have to have
All at
your
once.
disposer replaced?
All at once, and then turn it on. Okay, turn it on. Keep shoving it in. Keep shoving it in.
Okay,
Keep
that's what I like to hear.
because it's full.
Go ahead.
Because it's full now, but the disposal's on, so keep shoving it in while the disposal's on. Don't burst it. Don't, water. Okay, water could be going on. Now, while you're doing that, okay, you just got finished doing two huge flanks of salmon. Okay, scale that.
Y'all had salmon for Christmas?
Don't get me started.
You are fancy as
Not
fuck.
get me started. Get those. Get those on the.
I'm gonna have swordfish next week
So,
or next year. Take that.
Swordfish is good.
Is it?
So you got a double sink,
Tastes
right?
like chicken?
You got a double
Okay.
sink, right? On the one side, you're shoving those skins down, right? It's just going to town.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah, right. Does it start burping up?
On the other,
Where like the water comes out?
yeah. Just wait. On the other side of the sink, on the other side, without a disposal, it's just sink, right? It goes right into the main drain. It's just the sink. On that side,
the main drain.
on that side, okay, on that side, while you're shoving the potato skins in, on that side, that's where you're scaling all your fish, and now you're washing all the fish scales down the drain. Okay, so you've got fish scales from two huge fucking sides of salmon. Okay, you got all that going down the drain. At the same time, your disposal shoving the fucking choking of potato skins that you're shoving down a whole bag, right? Then
So did it all go down, or did your kitchen explode?
we didn't explode. So it clogged. Surprise!
And then you got to get the bathroom plunger and get it, and that's disgusting in itself. There's not enough bleach to make that okay.
So of course, in my typical mom's fashion, she's calling out. It's like, yeah, something's not right. I'm like, what's not right?
I told you, bitch.
What's not right? He's like, I don't know. Come see. So I was like, okay. What the fuck?
No, don't do it.
She's not telling you the story, right? You got to come up with that.
No, she needs you to come and manage it. That's what she wants you to do.
You got to come to that understanding on your own. You're like, okay, what happened? All I know is I turned it on and it was not working. No, that's all a lie. No. I was like, but what happened when it was all I did was use the disposal. Okay, all you did was use the disposal. Okay, so what did you put in the disposal? Stuff that you can put in the disposal? Nope.
Did you? No, you can't.
Nope. Like what stuff? Are you saying cook all the potato skins? Oh, okay, all of them? Yeah. Huh.
At one time? Just all of them?
And what happened to the fish scales and skin that you were? Oh, that went on the other side.
Oh, that went on yep.
That went on the other side.
Do you have two disposals?
No. That's why I was saying it's straight down the drain. It didn't. Yeah, that's why I was saying it went straight down to the main drain. Yeah, the scales went down, and while she was washing all those down the drain, she was shoving the potato skins in the disposal on the other side, and so that pipe connects to the main drain. So it was just making a nice slurry of "fuck you," and shoving going down the pipe. And so she's like, that's why I don't even like using the disposal. It's not even working. I was like,
then why'd you fucking use it then?
I was like, it's not the disposal's fault. Look, it's good.
It's operator error.
I was showing her, it's like, see how clean it is on the inside? And it's spinning, so it's not even clogged. It's not even stuck. It's whatever went down the drain. So
I hate to tell you, lady,
what happened
but you the problem.
So it was clogged. I had to try my best to unclog it, which meant I had to get the snake and go into the drain.
Is that what we call it?
And then I used some Drano, which I didn't like because I like to get acid and pour it down the drain.
Fucking muriatic acid.
Yeah, I like to get that because I know whatever's in that drain's about to get the fuck out when you pour that.
But if you have PVC pipes, it's going to eat right through it.
At that particular point, I cannot express to
You wouldn't
you the
care.
amount of not fucking caring I was in because I was dealing with
That's
fish
fair.
scales. I was dealing with fish scales and potato skins, and people were over. They were coming over the house. This was during the dinner, mind you. So, so
Oh,
people
so you didn't have a centerpiece.
exactly now
You didn't have
you've connected
you
that
didn't
dot.
have time for
Yeah,
that. No wonder I didn't get a fucking picture. I
so
was a little offended, honestly.
so people were in there eating, having a great time, and meanwhile, I'm snaking a drain.
You're playing plumber boy
And
back there.
and the
Yeah,
other
I heard
stuff
you got something in your pipes.
and the other stuff that I do with my dad. So I'm doing all that.
Because it doesn't mean that they're hosting Christmas. It means that you all are hosting
Right.
Christmas. Okay.
So my mom's doing her thing. My dad's doing it, meeting and doing his thing, and
You're like, whatever that looks like.
I'm addressing the needs of both of them while also in between that snaking a hole. That sounds
Right,
like an
as you
awesome
do.
porn, but whatever. And
Like, I can't make this up, people.
and so then I'm like, okay, fuck, we gotta. So now I'm on the road with my uncle, and we're looking for a drain cleaner.
On Christmas Day?
Yes, none of this
Good
shit worked.
child.
None of this shit worked. I come back to the house, people opening gifts. Oh, let's open gifts. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Oh yeah, the road that just keeps going on.
yeah, it
You
goes on.
know, and you're like, I'm up to my ass in shit.
And so
Like maybe literally.
And so everybody's eating and opening gifts and shit. And I'm just like, okay.
Was this the best day ever?
And so I'm like, okay, this snake is not long enough and working, so we're fucked. And I'm trying to explain it to my mom, and she's just like in hostess mode. Okay, so it's working? No, it's not. What do you mean? It looks like it's working. Okay, well, when it doesn't work, then you'll just keep doing what you're doing. For right now, it's working, right? No, it's not working. We need a plumber. Okay, well, I'll just call a plumber. Don't call a plumber because you're going to have to pay with both arms and a leg for a plumber to come out on Christmas. That their prices are absolutely ridiculous. Okay, well, I'll wait till the next
Right. Well, guys, there goes your inheritance. Sorry
Yeah.
about that. Merry Christmas.
So the sink is like slow draining. It clogs and it's just filling up, and it's just filling up with chunks of potato skins and scales and shit. And she's like, and my mom keeps saying, I really don't think that I'm the cause for all that. I think there must be something else in that drain. No, no, you literally are the only reason why this happened.
Right. You are the problem.
So the next day this plumber comes out and he fucking unclogs it because this sounds like bad porn, because his snake was longer than mine, and he got deeper.
That's why they get paid the big bucks.
Yeah, he got deep. His got deeper in the hole to get into
like Ron Jeremy's snake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to get in the main drain, and then you just hear it. You hear it. You just hear it. His had like a little cutter head on it, and you just hear it slicing through shit. And he's like looking at me like, "Yeah, it's definitely packed in down there. Like, this is great." It's like, "Yeah, man, just don't ask." It's like, you know what? Fuck it. It's potato skins and fish scales. And it's like, oh, all at once? Yeah, man. I know.
Right.
I
was not supervising apparently the way that I should have been.
And it's like, maybe not all of that at one time. It's like, I know.
You're like a little beyond the fact, right?
You know what? That information is great if you pass it along to the person on the inside. Okay? Because me out here with you, I already know.
Right.
So yeah, we got it done. And that was Christmas.
Well, thank God.
That was Christmas for me. It's just like, You know.
Well, shit, bro. You,
No.
you were having your own problems.
Yeah, and then what? New Year's, we had that fucking thing, and it's just like, it's so, it's a weird time for me because it's always like,
A shit show.
yeah, and
Did I say that? I
it
did.
doesn't
Okay.
have to be, but that's what it
No.
becomes every time.
It's almost like she enjoys driving the struggle bus
Yeah, and then
with no directions.
she talks about it, and it's just like, you could have done it so much easier. And then so like later,
Like,
later
fuck
she
you.
like yesterday. Yeah, I mean not yesterday. Yeah, yesterday after the whole New Year's thing, she's like, you know, I definitely don't want to go about doing it like this again. I should have definitely. I think you're right. I should have gotten the fish from elsewhere because have different
Oh, really? You think so or
have
not?
different connections of where she could have gotten it, but she decided she wanted to get it herself. And
Like from the river?
no, she wanted to get it like in this huge box of frozen fish, and was like, you
Oh,
don't.
God.
I was like, why did you just get all of that when you could have? And then so like later, the next day, she's like, I think next time I won't do it this way. Like it's like she talks about it like it's her own thought because she has to be she has to go through this whole turmoil in order to realize something. It's like, yeah, I probably should just go about it the way you were talking about because I think that you had a good point with that. And I could have been like,
You're like,
yeah,
really?
Emma, it would have
Wow.
saved you so much time because
You came to that conclusion,
it's
huh?
one less thing you need to do because it's already done
You're
for
not telling
you.
me. You're not
She's
telling me.
like,
You better say
yeah,
something.
yeah,
I don't know what just happened.
I see what you
Something.
mean right now. So yeah,
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
it's not,
What the hell?
it's not.
Unmute.
No, we hear you.
Oh, I think my headphones may have went off.
No,
Just a second.
okay.
Nope, they still on.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, they are because we still hear
Okay,
you.
headphones.
No,
I'm gonna take those off. Why does this happen?
I don't know, but every episode, every season, and I always have to remind you that
You know what?
we still hear you.
I was. Yeah, of course you do. I'm gonna shut my door. Your speaker is coming through my computer now, so everybody can hear it.
Hey,
um, so just be careful about what you say.
talking about, oh, you got people
My
over?
wife's a lady.
Oh,
No,
well,
I'm just playing.
I'm just saying, I got a snake in a hole, and my snake wasn't long enough.
Yikes. Okay.
Random dude came with a bigger snake.
Took care of the situation.
Plowed that something.
So did he get it?
Yeah, you
Did he
got
pop
it.
that? Did he pop that pipe?
You literally heard it pop.
Did he seriously?
I literally heard it. It was like, and it just got. He's like, oh, I hit something. It was like, oh, well, Eureka, you made it. It's like, Jesus, it is flowing in there now.
Yikes. Well, good. I'm glad that you didn't. But this makes me segue into something else that I was going to talk to you about.
Okay.
Apparently, there are a lot of people this year
Mhm.
that decided not to celebrate Christmas. Like no big family dinner, no fucking gifts, nothing. And as much as I think that would be foreign for me to do, I think I'm with that.
You think
I love
that would be something I would
hanging out
do?
with my family. No. I think that I would be okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that you would?
Like not having a Christmas dinner?
Not celebrating Christmas at all.
Oh, okay. So, oh man,
It's a big one. I know.
I definitely could. I feel like because to me, I'm so put off by the commercialization of things that I really don't care. It's kind of like me in religion. I don't care for a religion for what it is that people do with it, but I can appreciate religion for what it is as a thing that helps people, or spirituality, or a thing,
What, like that helps them cope?
yeah, I just don't need your God. I don't I don't need your whatever God you're pushing that has worked for you. I don't keep it to yourself. I don't need it, because it's all an interpretation that works for that person, and
Fair.
it doesn't mean that that's going to be something that works for me. I don't.
Right.
And for that matter, my definition of God might be different of yours. And so if I even talk
Hmm.
about that, then I'm getting shunned, and or I don't know what I'm talking about. It's an immediate negative reaction. So for me, it's always like I respect all religions. I respect your path and what you're doing that works for you. I'm not saying that's for the masses, but appreciate the fact that people have found something that helps them in some capacity. Is it the right one, the only one, and all that bullshit? That's where people fuck it about.
Fair.
I feel like holidays, it's so like fuck, man. It was what like Christmas shit was going up the same time as Halloween. Like you just fucking leapfrogged over Thanksgiving. I noticed that this year in Home Depot. I know, yeah. Home Depot is my litmus. Um, they had
Wait, Home Depot is your what?
my litmus test. It was like I could see.
Um,
I go in there and they've got all the inflates for your Halloween decoration, and then the next day is
oh,
Santa's
right,
going
right.
up, and I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, cool. It's like this big commercial push, and I hate that because there's no real thanks or reflection or holiday. Is buy all this shit and Griswold the fuck out of your house. And that just it's too obnoxious for me. And
I can see it.
I feel
I
like
really hate inflatables
I
real
feel
bad.
I feel like people put on their best behavior during holidays, and it should be something that they try to do year round.
All the time. Right.
People would get in arguments with me because I wouldn't want to participate with their food drives and shit. And I'm like, you coming to the food drive? No. Why not? People are hungry and starving and they need our help. Like, you think that shit ain't every day? You think it's just, like 364 days they are feasting, but this day right here, this 350, 65th day, they are needing our help? No, it's every fucking day. So why put on your UGG boots and go hand out turkeys on this day?
Right.
You
Frozen
know,
turkeys at that for homeless people.
right?
That makes a lot of sense.
Right. And I mentioned that to one person. I was like, plus, have you ever sat back and thought what the fuck you're giving out? You're giving out frozen turkeys to people that have no oven. They
You
have
could be
no
giving them a
oven.
sandwich and some socks.
Where
And that would be perfect.
where are they putting this turkey that you're giving them when they live in a tent? What if they're in a cardboard box? Where does that turkey go?
Right.
And for that matter, why are you giving canned goods and not giving a can opener with the canned goods? You
Right.
torturous hoe! What are you doing?
Yes.
Here's this food that you can't open. Your teeth are fucked. Yeah, like how can you?
Right. Well, I mean, yes, I agree 100%.
And I just felt like it's super fake because people then say, "Hey, did you go to food?" Yeah, absolutely. I went to the food drive, and you know what? I went to my church's food drive too. Oh, it's awesome. That's so great. You just doubled up helping people, and that's what it's all about. That's what it's really all about. Now, go hit them up like, oh, um, June 17th, and we're like,
Mhm.
hey, you want to come out in this sweltering heat? No, God, no. God, and they stink too. Jesus, fuck them. Okay, so what was that? Like, what was that in Thanksgiving and Christmas? We where did that person go? Oh,
That's funny.
that's the holidays. It's different. Like, what the I don't.
No, it's not. So here's my thought. If I would rather that you not put all your good behavior
Hmm.
in one
Hmm.
basket towards the end of the
Yeah,
year
yeah,
and then blow that shit out
hmm,
on New Year's
yeah,
Eve and like, I'm going to be a better person next year.
right.
And then you're total shit
Yeah, yeah,
until it comes
yep,
Halloween, actually just after Halloween, because
hmm,
let's be honest, Halloween's all about
yep,
shenanigans.
yep.
So you've got from November 1st until January 2nd
Hmm.
to be just a vile human being.
Get it, get it, get it.
Or you could maybe scale that back
Okay.
and just be a decent fucking human being year round.
Yeah, I totally agree with that because I feel like that is what matters. You showing up for this one day, who the fuck cares?
Right, good for you, bitch.
It's
Were you
like,
gonna be here next week?
yeah, it's like, okay, you're gonna help me find lodging? No, you're just doing this part.
Nope.
Yeah, you're handing me eggs and you're putting your shit in reverse and going back to your house and sleeping fine. And I'm not saying like adopt a person and bring them into your house. I totally get that. There's a whole bunch
But
of
it wouldn't be a bad idea to adopt a person and get them some things.
there's a
I wish there were
whole
a registry.
well, there's a whole bunch of issues with that, and you want to be safe. You don't want to be enabling behavior. You don't want to be
That's why you need a burner. You just take that with you. Any issues, you keep your shit and they take a non-lethal hit.
yeah. I mean,
It's gonna slow them down. They're probably not in the best health if
because
we're being honest.
there's some heinous people. I remember watching the report where they followed a person that was panhandling and was
Ugh.
seemingly homeless, and they would follow him, and they realized that he lived in a very affluent part of town, and
Does that break your heart?
he
Does
did
that break
he did it
my heart?
every day because it's a donation, and he didn't have to claim any of that for taxes, so he was getting an extra $24,000 a year that he didn't have to claim. And he would go way across town where nobody recognized him and do that shit every day. It sucks because you want to help people, but you got to watch out for those types of things. I feel like the way I look at it, it's not just, and people hear us talk about it and they go, yeah, of course he hates religion and of course he hates holidays. And it's not necessarily a hatred. It's the way that people go about applying that and putting it upon other people to like, this is the way you should be. And it's a behavior that I don't feel like people should be that way. I feel like if you're genuine and you're wanting to care for people, you should be wanting to do that year round. And I can't really tell you like I'm out every day, you know, doing things for people like that. I feel like I don't think it's a thing that you have to really put upon yourself to do every day as much as it is you don't have to have a certain day to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll help people or do things that I can when I see that I can. I don't I don't wait until Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatever the fuck you want to, do a certain thing on to do that. I don't need that to be a decent person. And for that, that I think is why I have the same, that trickles in and bleeds into why I have the same stance with religion. We should be embracing each other, not embracing each other
Right.
who believe the same Jesus. And if you don't, then fuck the rest.
It's all the same damn
That's
thing.
kind of
It's the same thing.
it's contradictory to me. Love thy brother as long as they believe in your shit. And
Right.
it's like, wait, what?
It's so
I
true.
don't, that doesn't make sense. It's like these fine print asterisks all throughout this doctrine that I don't, and so I'm not going to be that person that just believes in it and doesn't question it. And so for me, also, I don't give birthday gifts. I don't, I like to give gifts throughout the year.
Yes.
I don't like
Agreed.
to have a birthday party and that's when I show up and I'm all your friend and I'm giving you gifts and I'm like, yay. And then the rest of the year, fuck that motherfucker. And
Right. That's some high school bullshit I do not
yeah,
need to be a part of.
exactly. It's like that energy, that effort, that fakeness. I don't even want it around me. So a lot of times I'm just like, you know what, move on. I don't want to celebrate it. I don't want to pretend. And I don't need people around me to pretend. I don't want to invite somebody just because I don't want to be an asshole to them. But I'll be a dick if I just decide I don't want to be involved with, at all. And that's how I do it. And I feel like that's what works for me. I don't really evangelize it to other people. Like you should be doing it. I'm like, look, you figure out your own shit.
Right. I am no one to tell you what to do,
Right. Just don't pull me
but
into
you're not going to tell me what to
yeah,
do.
just don't pull me into your fake shit and try and judge me because you're not because I thought something through and I found my own way to do this, that, or the other and associate with these things doesn't mean that you've got to try and put me down about it because I'm not falling in line with whatever you're doing without
Right.
even thinking about. Like, okay,
Well, just because one thing makes somebody happy doesn't mean it's going to make the other person happy. So if people can just realize that everybody on this planet is different, and if you like something, go do it, and good for you. Do it to the best of your ability, however much effort you want to put into it. Put into it, but be responsible for yourself.
it's like I made the point to somebody, and it's one that's kind of dark and it's one that's kind of shitty, but they couldn't refute it. And
Speaking of dark and shitty, I've got a story to tell you, but go on. I'm all ears.
I thought you were about to say,
Yeah,
speaking of dark and shitty, I gotta do that now.
it's about Lowe's parking lot. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna mute myself because that's what I'm doing on the toilet right now. No, no,
What did I eat?
yeah, right. Jesus Christ,
Corn. When did I have corn?
this anthrax juice is horrible. No, I was making this example to somebody, and like I said, it's kind of dark and shitty, but they couldn't refute it. I said, think back to September 11th. That was a moment where every fucking body came together, did not care about your religion, your ethnicity. They did not care if you just got finished sucking a dick. They don't care. It was
They
literally
wouldn't care if you had a dick in your mouth.
like they literally put all that other bullshit aside. They didn't care about if you were whatever your political leaning was. They didn't care about any of that. It was all about
Right.
being a human being, caring and doing what you could for someone. And it was a
Unity and solidarity.
it was a very slim, very um, very, very slim moment of humanity. And then right after that, people started deforming it. And
Okay. But
Mhm.
it would be worse to know the people who, when that happened, if they were just like, okay, fuck them, less people on the planet, whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
That's even darker.
I'm not saying that there aren't people like that, and I'm not saying like it's just like, well,
But it still was horrific.
but yeah, I think that those people still exist, and I think those people have always,
That's terrifying to
I think
me.
those people have always existed, and so I can't really down them because they've always been around. It's like me saying "fuck you" to a tree. I mean, it's always been there. I mean, it's a part of humanity as a whole. You got a huge spectrum in which that we all live in it. But I was just sort of like, God, what the fuck? Because it was such a wonderful little moment that it was fleeting, and then after that it started deforming and you had people with the flags and with the stickers, and if you don't have a sticker then you aren't American, and I'm like, okay, don't know how
A
your
sticker,
yeah
whatever.
I don't know
But
how
instead of relying on my portion not having a sticker, how about you rely on the people that have nonprofits and they're
yeah
scamming us?
it was like weird how people then flipped it and made money off of it. It was like, yeah,
Right, like pick your
if you
battles.
don't have a sticker, then you're not supporting America, and for that matter, you're not American. So I don't know what the fuck I don't know what the fuck happened to you, but if you don't put that sticker up, we're no longer friends. I'm like, what? I would have
I would be
conversations.
like, sweet, bye.
Yeah, I would have conversations with people like that. I was like, so the years we've been friends, you're weighing that on a sticker, and you're saying
Is it waterproof at least?
you're also saying
What's so magical about this fucking sticker?
yeah, you're also saying my nationality is revoked as well. You like
Wait, well, where am I
if
going?
I
And
don't
who's paying for it?
if I don't put this sticker on my back window of my vehicle, I am no longer an American and we are no longer friends. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I got the fine print down because it's like
Well, I mean, think about the Brotherhood of Truck Nuts. I mean, the same thing
I
applies,
mean,
right?
yeah, it's like the logic is applicable. Just change the subject matter. Just change who the fight is for. And
You're
it's
not part of our club if you don't put your truck
yeah,
nuts
it's
back
so
on.
weird how that deforms everything. And so for me, it's like you 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 know, it's like that for me with holidays. It's like that for me with religion. It's like that with me just being. I really I really enjoy genuine people, and when that is when I'm not around that, I'm not really having a good time. I'm not really enjoying that space because
Well, damn.
I'm not that type of person.
Well, that makes me feel good about myself.
Hmm. You should.
You know, you should. Listen, bitch, you lucky as fuck. Never mind your arthritic eyeball and your
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah.
chemo.
Right.
You lucky as
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. We're still having this, even though we have an arthritic eye. I mean, talk about like getting the fucking worst powers. Like,
I wonder if I
okay,
can get disability for that, you know?
yeah, it's like this is how villains are made. I'm reading this shit. I was like, this is villain shit. This is it's like, why does this person look like that? The villain, they got this weird eye. That villain has, yeah, that villain, they got arthritic eye. See how that
Yeah.
superhero can fly? That's the power they got. They got arthritic eye. It's a different power, but it gives a scary look.
They can't fly, but
But they got a menacing look, don't they? You know,
they got inflammation of the eyeball.
like, what the fuck? And then like the villain is like, I'm going to give everyone anthrax, and I'm the only one that will be
Like,
immune.
I'm safe.
Yeah. It's like total
Hit me,
it's
bitch.
like total villain shit. You were telling me, and I was like, this is so what the hell is going on? Why is she texting me this? Is she setting up a story? Is
Oh
this her alibi? This is why she did this, Your Honor. Because
my god.
she
She was preparing.
she has arthritic eye. You should let her go. This is this is
She's probably going to give it to somebody else.
Your Honor, you would do the same thing if you had arthritic eye. Search yourself. Search search your
Oh my
feelings. You know it to be true. Uh,
god.
yeah, that's the wrap up for me.
So other than that, how you been?
Yeah, right. There's a lot more. There's a lot more that's going on. I mean, that's another conversation I think you and I should have a pod.
Okay.
But
Is it juicy stuff?
kind of, sort of, maybe, yeah.
Okay, well, guys, listen, it's been a great episode, and y'all just
You're like, well, fuck y'all and fuck y'all again.
and cut.
Yeah. Like, fuck y'all. Thank y'all for fucking coming back. We really appreciate y'all for the fucking time. Maybe we do, maybe we don't, but we're gonna pretend we do for right fucking now.
Like,
Okay.
I have to go right now because I got the arthritis in
Yeah.
the eyeball.
Yeah, right.
It's flaring up on me.
I feel like I'm about to get coccyx arthritis where you
Oh my god!
where
No,
you
we'll have to talk later.
where you get where you
I
get
couldn't help that.
arthritis in the tailbone. Just my taint is swollen.
I hate that.
I hate swollen taint. Oh my god. Swollen taint is the worst. You don't have anything but a you don't have anything but a salve to rub on it. All you can do is
Is that your ball sack?
just
Nope,
put
that's
witch hazel on you.
the taint.
Yeah, all you can do is rub,
Taint my ball sack.
just
It is
rub.
taint my ball
Yeah,
sack.
that's all you got to do. My taint is swollen. All I got to do is just rub witch
Oh my
hazel on
god,
it.
we're
Just
disgusting.
rub witch hazel on it. It's just a glistening taint. It just
Lord, if you're listening,
what are
forgive.
you? What are you doing? My taint's swollen again. I can't figure it out. I can't figure out why my taint is swollen
I
again.
can't close my legs.
Yeah, you just ride or you just look like you just got
I'm
finished
just
riding.
balling out.
You
You're
just
like, nope, I'm tainting
yeah,
it.
you walk around the whole time looking like you just barebacked a horse for no just undisclosed amount of miles. Like what happened? Did you just ride a horse? No. My taint is swollen again. Oh.
You got spaghetti squash size hemorrhoids. Oh my god.
You got a gourd size. You got a gourd size hemorrhoid. Holy shit. Okay. We have to
Oh
be
my
we
god.
have to we have to be we have to be professional in our ending. Okay, everybody.
Right, on with the show. Go
Hey,
on.
hey everybody. Thanks for joining us for the season 1 of
No, we're not starting this
Oh
over.
yeah, you're right.
They already got
You're
the
right.
intro.
Fuck. Episode 1 of season 3. Yeah. You're like I refuse. We are not going to the beginning. No, we are not.
Nah. No, and you
Season
better not edit that out neither.
season 3, episode 1.
Oh my god, that was hilarious.
It's a new
So
year.
what's on deck?
Yeah.
Is there anything that you want to talk about?
We got all new affiliates. We're going to be doing some new things with our merch, probably trimming the fuck down. We got a little happy with the merch. Okay. Gotta admit, got happy
We
with
were
the
just
merch.
excited about it. You know what I mean?
You're probably going to see this. So we got all new. We're changing up our affiliates to things that are more central to what we talk about. And especially if you love in the bushcrafting,
Like tactical shit
we're
and survival
yeah.
shit.
So we're wanting to build better relationships with the companies and the brands that we're affiliated with, and so that's what we've been working on, and we're pretty happy about it. Next is going to be the merch. We want to start doing specialized releases of merch, so it's not just like a slew of merch for you to swim through. It's going to be some merch that you probably want to jump on because it's going to be around maybe for a month and then it's gone. So then that way,
Limited
yeah,
edition.
well, it's limited edition and it just gives you like, hey, here's a calendar. That calendar is going to be around year round. With this mug, we're only going to have this mug up, and then after that, we're
Right.
gonna have another type of
These condoms.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have another type of drinkable, another type of shirt, another type of hoodie. It's not gonna be the same one over and over and over and over and over, and just us adding more and more stuff to it. We don't want to look like a fucking catalog of garments. That's not what we're about. But yeah,
No.
we got new stuff in the works. So that just means keep listening and keep enjoying it, and we really appreciate you all coming back and listening to us for another season. Did I miss any other thing?
Are you outroing?
I think so. Are we?
Oh,
I thought
are you? I don't know how long we were on
Oh,
before.
it's almost 2 hours.
Is it?
I mean, it
Okay,
feels like
well.
it. Well, you got more?
Well, I always got more.
Okay, well, cool.
Okay.
Let's take a break and then we'll come back and do more.
Or do you have to flip the elder?
Maybe.
Okay, I'll
I
see
gotta
you.
do a deep, dark shit, like you mentioned. You inspired me.
Thanks.
Yeah. Be right back.
Okay. Y'all, he crazy. He crazy. Oh, y'all, I'm excited. I'm excited because guess who we have as an affiliate? Berna. If you listen to the podcast, then you know I love Berna. It's a less lethal weapon, and they've got handguns, they've got or hand weapons, whatever. It's not, well, I guess it is a gun. It's just not a bullet gun. I don't know much about guns. I'm not a big gun person. That's why I have a Berna. um, but they also have rifles. Oh, I cannot wait to get a rifle. Actually, I do want a 22, but just for funsies, I think that I really do want a burnout rifle. They're so pretty. But I'm also super excited about Condor. Um, their bags are awesome. We have a couple of their bags, actually. And since I just went and looked at the website again, I'm going to have to like save my pennies and get some more stuff because they've come out with some really cool stuff. And yeah, we've got a lot going on. I think that I'm going to get some pyro putty too. That's another one that we have an affiliate with. It's like putty that you can. It just starts. It's a fire starter, but it's just putty, waterproof, awesome. Such a handy tool. If you're out in the wilderness and you need to start a fire, I'm not talking about like you go to the grocery store and you're like, fuck this place. That I don't suggest. But yeah. So it'll be fun, I think. It'll be good. Whew, my chest is hurting from laughing so hard. Fuck. Ooh, Lion Energy is one. Oh, so good. And their products are not that expensive. I mean, you would think that they would be like, I mean, to get a solar generator, I mean, there's also another company. Which company is it? It is Laura Bear, I believe. Just a second.
Explorer Bear.
Yes, you can get a 12,000 watt heavy duty dual fuel portable generator. So it's going to take fuel. You can get that for $1,000, $999.99.
Are you talking to our wife?
Oh my gosh, I am so excited. Now, I already have a couple generators, but if you're looking for a generator, the only thing is that you want to try to get one that is more quiet, especially if you live in an urban or a suburban area, because if the shit hits the fan and you have to turn, you're relying on a generator, then people are going to know that you probably have stuff that you are trying to keep power on, which is going to be like heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, your plug-in vibrator, whatever. So if that's a thing, then then you have to be careful. But I believe that solar. We also have a solar one, but I don't. It's like a very small one, and I would love to have a big solar generator it's portable. Like we could, if we had to get in the car and go, then we could do that. If we had solar panels on the house, then we wouldn't be able to do that. It wouldn't make sense. But if you got a solar generator just to get you by, that's something that you might want to look into. And that is through Lion Energy. So you can go to our website and you see all the links and stuff there. I'm so excited. I mean, this is going to up my game so much as a prepper and somebody who wants to be a homesteader. So I'm excited, and as I get things, I'll talk about it and explain and blah 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 and all that heavy horse shit. But yeah, I think that these places that we've got affiliates with, we're really trying to hone in on what is going to be most useful for the audience. Even if like you're a gamer and you're listening, you're still going to need to be prepared. You know, I mean, you're not going to be able to. I mean, everybody needs to be prepared, no matter what. So anyway, yeah, go and check them out, please. Dinosaur&TheDude.com. You back?
I didn't know you were cutting a promo.
That's
You didn't
okay.
hear me talking?
Yeah, I did, but I just kept
Yeah, you
going. I
did.
just kept.
Yeah, you did like a fucking pro. I'm like, are you talking to our wife? Are you cutting a promo? Okay.
I'm like, no, I mean,
That's hilarious. Oh,
sure, if she wants
great.
to listen, but
That's fantastic. No,
I
awesome,
know.
awesome. I love that you did that. Um,
I was thinking about it, and I got so excited about it.
yeah,
I know
no, it's
that's
good.
kind of
It's
weird,
good
but
shit. It's good shit.
it's great. It is fucking good shit.
Yeah.
I cannot just, yeah. Hell
One
yeah.
is good shit. Two, it's not something that I don't think it's something that I would have looked for when we were at Amazon. And also, it's not something that Amazon would count to keep our account relevant. And for me, I started looking at it like what we were talking about before. Like essentially, that's what we were doing with Amazon. We were kowtowing to them and saying, "Okay, we're going to sell the products that you want that gives us the numbers to make us relevant for you to continue having us as an affiliate in your affiliate program." When really it's like, okay, but these products were really, I mean, we don't want to do game consoles and we don't want to do music um, because that doesn't directly relate to us. Can
Well, and we also don't want to be in a situation where we're having to force stuff down our
right
listeners.
just to
If it's not useful for them and going to benefit them somehow, then there's no sense in me pushing
yeah
it for them. You know?
just for us to be able to say, yeah, we're an Amazon affiliate. So fucking
No, I
what?
don't give a shit.
Everybody can
Right?
be.
Exactly.
Everybody can be, but it's not the same as somebody saying, hey, we we have partnered with Berkey directly, and we're their affiliate. Um,
I love my
you know
Berkey.
what you do with us is going straight to us. We're not getting a percentage by way of Amazon giving us a pat on the head and a nickel and saying no, go fuck yourself.
Right.
It's basically we have a better, more genuine relationship with what we're talking about now, not helping Amazon continue to be fantastically huge.
Well, and also, I mean, to be completely honest, don't get me wrong. I mean, if we were to get a cut of whatever, we're supporting,
Sure,
great.
absolutely.
But honestly, I really just want people to know what quality stuff is
Mm-hmm.
and what they need to be looking out for.
Yeah,
If we don't make anything off of that, I'm fine with
yeah,
that. And if we do make something off of it, it's going to go back into the show.
yeah,
It's not like we're cutting a check,
right.
you know?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. No,
so
yeah.
I'm totally done with just making sure that the people have exactly what they need,
Mm-hmm.
and giving them the information that might help them in the future.
Yeah,
And they can choose to either, you know, look into it or not further.
yeah. I think that
We've got the information. We're looking out for them. We just want them to look out for
no,
themselves.
you're right. I think that is exactly like kind of what we were talking about earlier with the holidays and other shit. It's like it's just being a genuine connect for people that want to get shit. And if you click on our affiliate link and it's something that we get a percentage of in some capacity, great and thank you. But our transparency doesn't keep people from looking at it and saying, "Oh, they're talking about burner for these pistols," and go directly to burner.com and get it themselves without clicking on our link. It's possible that people can do that, and it's not anything where we're fuck you about it as much as like, okay, in the end, we just help somebody get a self-defense tool that
Right,
can
right,
work
right.
for them. are we getting a percentage of that? No, but at least we've helped somebody find something that works for them.
Right, and we're having a good relationship with the
Yeah,
company, that we believe in,
yeah,
and really that's what it
we're
comes
having,
down to. We believe in these companies.
yeah. I think that is a thing that we just,
I don't have to believe in Amazon. It's always going to be there until
yeah,
it's not.
I think that that was the thing that you and I just kind of had this, this look at what we're doing. How do we have a relationship with what we really believe in and or want to use and or do use already, as opposed to here's the criteria you got to put up because you got to have this many sales, um, or else you get dropped from the program.
Right.
You can reapply if you like.
I mean, and there's no point for it. I
Yeah,
mean, you're not going to get a wholesome relationship from
yeah,
some conglomerate as big as
yeah.
Amazon.
Then we're,
You're just not.
yeah.
You're nothing but a statistic, and I
Mm-hmm,
hate to say that,
mm-hmm.
but come on, it is the truth.
No, right.
Now, we do have some pretty big vendors or companies that we work with or that we promote.
Mm-hmm,
I mean, Berna is one of them, and they're
mm-hmm.
so growing so
Yeah.
fast. I mean, gosh, there are police departments
Mm-hmm.
that now use
Yeah.
Berna weapons instead of live
Yeah, they have the
weapons.
lethal and the non-lethal, and then Berna is becoming
Right.
a nice non-lethal alternative, other than the taser, for certain law enforcement that are into that. And no, the real calm down is when you scroll down to the burner slide and it's like, holy shit, these guns are big. It's
They're life size.
like we're going to war. Look at these big ass guns.
Do you like those assault rifles that they
The
have?
rifles
Oh,
are
so
sweet.
good.
The rifles are
I
sweet. I
know.
have to admit, the rifles. I'm like, can we get one though? That'd be
I
awesome.
really would sell feet pics for one of those.
Yeah.
Maybe that needs to be the advertisement. Like, Berna is so awesome, I would sell feet pics
Yeah.
just to get product.
Hopefully they'll take us now. We have, like you said, we have big. What? And okay, sure. It's debatable on what is the definition of big, but to us, they're big. They're big. They're big brands. Nord's a big brand. People know about it. Okay, great. Yeah, and you can say, well, anybody can be a Nord affiliate, and sure, they can. But we are only talking about it.
Don't get that nerdy. They're not going to understand
Yeah,
that. I mean, I didn't fucking know what that
I mean,
was.
we're only talking about it because that is something that is legit used and not something that we're just doing it to get the percentage cut.
Right.
I think
I would prefer to just make sure that we're giving quality products and quality companies and not get anything. Just pass that on to the listener. I mean, because honestly, it's going to be cents on the dollar that we would get. And that would be great. Don't get me wrong. That'd be great. But if our listeners could get, a 10, 15, 20% discount off of something, like for instance, the Go Girl, I mean, that's a functional product and they're getting more of a discount off than we would ever make out of a percentage. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
And that's fine with me.
I mean,
I'm totally fine with that.
and maybe it's just me being more of a dick. I do love the percentage we're getting. There's no doubt about that. I think that it's a thing.
Well,
I think,
granted, yes, it doesn't suck.
yeah, definitely. It's a thing that I do. I enjoy because it shows a measure of the impact that we have with people, and I feel like there's a little bit of
It's fair.
gratification with that when we know that hey, not only are we giving out good content, but the website and or the content that we're doing in the podcast is reaching people that really find the content relevant, and also the things that we're promoting relevant, and it's showing by way of this, and this, and we can see that I'm
I know that tickles your analytical
just gonna
brain.
say that it's like I'm a very analytical and metric driven person where I see this is the response I'm getting. Because to me, it's like that helps us refine our content. So it's like, okay, if we see more people are resonating with certain episodes, then that's kind of the content that people are tuning in to listen to. So why keep throwing
Right.
them porridge when they want some steak? And, if we have the means of doing that, then let's go ahead and get, carve up some cattle and give them some steak. And I know some vegans and some other vegetarians like, how dare you? Okay, fine, plant-based steak, whatever the fuck hell makes you happy. But that's the shit that you want, as opposed, yeah, that's the shit that you want, as opposed to us talking about funeral homes not burying people, or vice versa. Maybe that is what you want.
Although a casket
Mhm.
affiliate would not be
Holy
bad.
fuck! If we get a casket,
We don't need to go for like that Baskerville or whatever the fuck it is.
oh
Listen, I was behind one of those trucks once, and on the back of their truck it says "Follow us," and I'm like, "The fuck I
whoa,
will."
whoa, whoa! What
Hell
truck?
no.
Wait,
I don't know where we are going, but I am not going with you.
pause, man. What truck were you behind?
Like, it was a casket company, like Baker's or something, whatever.
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
it was a casket company, and it was like, "Follow us,"
Yeah.
or God, what is? Hold on, I'm looking it up.
Wow.
I think it's Basket, or it's not. Is it Baskerville?
Holy shit!
Something, not Caskerville. Caskets. Oh my God! There goes my fucking internet
Search history?
digital booklet.
Oh yeah, you're about to. Yeah, you're trying to catch up
It's
with me.
Batesville casket. Okay, truck. What is their motto? It
What?
says
Hey,
something. Oh, it says.
what's the
Okay, here we
what's the
go.
name of the company?
It says, "Please be safe," and I'm like, "The fuck." No, you are banking on us not being
Wait,
safe,
what's the name
okay?
of the company?
It's called Batesville
Oh my
Casket
God! So
Company.
like Norman Bates. Okay, whatever.
But yeah, on the back it says, "Please drive safely." And I was like, And then, you don't think that's genuine. Like, I'm not falling for it.
Oh my gosh. I, you know, bottom line is this.
The bottom
We're
line.
just looking. We're just looking. What? What'd you say?
I don't know what
I
you
said the
said, but I
bottom
was
line is
saying
this.
the bottom line.
Okay, I'll rewind this motherfucker and figure it out. But anyway, bottom line is this: we're just trying to get out the best content possible. And
That's true.
that's
I think we're doing a good
that's
job.
how we are. It's the only.
Speaking of really good content, there is something I do need to discuss with
Oh,
you.
okay.
I think that we need to really talk about your relationship with ChatGPT.
Oh yeah.
I need to know where that's
I
going
knew
and what your intentions
you were
are.
gonna bring this up. It's
Uh-huh.
so
Go on.
it's one of
Mm-hmm.
the things that we have talked about and dabbled in and mentioned from time to time in different other topics that we've talked about in how the incorporation of AI and the integration of AI is or will change. I don't think there's any debate on it not changing. It will change. Um, Interactions, relationships, capabilities, and means of what we do right now. Um, from here on, I feel like the more it learns and applies what it's learned, the more we see it. And the debate could be where AI is a tool versus run for the hills is taking our souls. Um, I think that that's a debate, but I think on the other side of run for the hills side of the debate is based on people that are really, really, really afraid of the unknown, and
Sure.
to it's easy for people to bring out the boogeyman and talk about it and flash it in front of people, um, to get them to move in the direction that they want, and manipulate people in that way. I think that there's a argument even going on right now where Elon Musk is really against the development of AI, but then it's kind of hard to refute that
Well,
AI isn't
right.
being used in Teslas. So
Right.
it's kind of like promoting a boogeyman is fashionable if that boogeyman is not someone that wants to play with you. And so yeah, they're evil. They're taking your information, and it's like, okay, tell me the company that's not taking your information. Um, you know, you can't really talk about this company. You can't really point at an AI company and say that company is taking your information, and not saying, well, how do you feel about that, Facebook? Because y'all fucking made hay off that shit. You know,
Right.
tell me how that.
Zuck's got yachts for
Yeah,
days. You know what I'm
yeah. It's
saying?
like tell us how you feel about that, Amazon. Oh, you can't because y'all made the fucking. You all really built you've built your company based off of people's information. So I feel that there's a strong boogeyman tactic with AI. Um, so with a lot of things, I thought I'd go about it myself and see what happens. See, I
Right.
mean, if you're in a safe, um, it's like I'm making a drug promo right now. I feel like find out for yourself, and if you're in a safe place, you can, you know, and you go with just a small sample for moderation. You can figure that out and take what you will from that LSD. Um, you know, so yeah, that's what I did, and
How'd it go? You're in love? Are y'all engaged? Have they moved in?
I'll tell you this much:
You're thinking about it?
if you are, there's a hard argument to turn me away from AI. You have to
I
come
mean,
up.
I can understand.
You have to
I
come up.
appreciate
You
that.
have to come up with a really hard um, argument because you can't come to me with the argument of taking my information. That shit's already taken.
And he can't come from my soul because I don't have one.
Yeah. I mean, you can't talk about, well, it's going to do this, it's going to do that. Uh, It's kind of like the people that are saying that are the people that have already done it, and they're just pissed off because something else is bigger
Right.
and better is going to do it at a rate that they're not able to
Literally do.
compete. Yeah,
Physically.
compete with. So I didn't want to go with the I'm going. I mean, I might later, but at the big, I might later. But again, it sounds like I'm talking about drugs. I might try other.
You're gonna be like crackhead Curtis, like
I
give
might
me.
try. Yeah, I might try
Yeah.
other AI bots just to see which one is the best for me. But right now, this cocaine is
Yes, you will. You a hoe.
right.
Okay,
Right now,
let's
this
remember that.
right now this formaldehyde laced weed is hitting just right. No,
Gross.
it's I
Oh,
didn't want to go and try Gemini and try Watson and try all these others and just and
Watson.
compare and see which one is the best. I didn't want that. I wanted to just see what the experience would be for the sake of just having a discussion with AI. I wanted to have
Okay.
genuine discussion. I didn't want to do the stupid shit. How would you kill off humanity? I don't care about that shit. As a matter of fact, why are you asking an AI interface how would it kill off humanity? You need to be really looking at the people that got shit going on right now, because uh,
All right.
there's a lot of humanity getting killed off right now in
Well,
Asia, and
right.
so it's like you don't have to go any further than Ukraine to watch some people get killed off. So
Well, I figure AI is the least of my worries. I mean, the only thing that I have to say about oh, it's going to take over and blah, 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 whatever. And my only thought is, okay, so all right, if that's how I go, then
Yeah,
whatever, man. I'm on a journey anyway. It doesn't matter. Like
right.
if whatever takes me out, I guess.
Yeah, it's almost like people talk about AI like it happened in a vacuum. And I always say, well, people fucked around and made that shit right. It didn't just like, hey y'all, I'm AI. I came well, I don't even know where the fuck I came from, but I'm here and I want to just I just want to influence your life in such a way that will bring you all the glory and
I love in the
the
world.
blessings that the AI God has bestowed upon me. I wanted to bring that to you on this blessed day. No, AI was some people clickety clacking on some computers and they made some shit. And people don't realize how it was made in pieces. Uh,
Who was the start of that, Watson?
no, it goes so much further back. You're fucking
You know what I think of whenever I say Watson?
Sherlock Holmes. Oh,
Watson.
okay. Totally not what I was thinking.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, but okay.
Sexual
Oh
chocolate.
yeah.
Randy Watson.
There we go. Yes. Right. Um, piecemeal. You can go all the way back to your spell check. That's a component.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
You're right.
Yeah. So when you're doing that, you're actually teaching a component.
I am part of the
You're teaching a
problem.
component how to structure sentences, how to structure communication, how to respond, what does this mean? What does that mean? What does this mean when someone says this, that, the other? Feed the algorithm. Fuck you for being pissed off about that. Because when you go in your search engine and in your Google or any other search engine online, those queries that you're putting in, that's why it finishes it for you. There's an algorithm pushing that. So now you get those algorithms.
Oh my gosh. I never thought about it that way, but you're so
Your
right.
GPS is tracking you and it's figuring out what's the best route for you to take. Here, let me tell you. Oh, okay, great. Why is this the best route to go? Because there's an accident over here and there's traffic over there, and this is what we. So
it also helps police when they're trying to find someone.
But again, those are components that once you start cobbling all these components together, and then it gives the rationale of how to come up with more on its own. Those are the components that AI then gets fashioned with. So again, it didn't come out of a vacuum. No one came up with
right.
the.
It's not like an alien came down here and said, "Here you go, have fun."
No, I think that people are so gullible about the free shit and the entertainment shit. They don't see the alternate use and applications that can be applied. Hey, all right, awesome. I got a vehicle that's going to show me this, that. Okay, cool. That's that's just more information that's being gathered. I think people get to where they are afraid of AI when it becomes a thing, when they see all of it working together.
But are you afraid of it?
No.
Because I'm not.
No.
I mean, do I think that things could get out of hand? Sure. No. Also, aliens could be flying all over my house right now. Who fucking knows at this point?
I mean, here's the thing.
So
people are afraid of AI, but tornadoes are dropping every year. So
right.
So
you don't get to choose how you're going out unless you make that choice on your own and your own time. You know what I mean?
They're going to take over jobs. They're going to take over that. Oh, okay.
Okay, fine. I'll have more free time on my hands. Fuck it. I'll go back to living from the earth.
Get skilled, motherfucker. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's like,
right.
if whatever you're doing, a processor can finish it off faster than you, then you need to get really good at your skill set to where
right. You need to really start to learn how to critical think.
Yeah, where people are like, yeah, we can get this AI about to to do a lot of this accounting, but the way she does it, we really still need her, or
I would
we
love.
need her to supervise
Oh
these
yeah.
AI bots, and so then you're just sitting there on a screen talking to the bot saying, hey, do this, do that, do this, do that. So again, back to more of your question about it, I found that I was able to quickly have dialogue with AI, and there was no lag in understanding. There was no lag in interpreting my thought of different ways, and I still was finding that I was able to outthink it. And by that I mean,
Oh really? You're a
well,
mastermind.
yeah, I was gonna say that probably sounds a little dickish, but by that I mean I would come up with things. It would then say, okay, so by what you're saying, you could facilitate that with this. And it's like, okay, great. I see those points. Let's refine that to where you can do this. You can do A and B together, devising a component that will facilitate both of those on the back end, the front end. And then it would come back and say, that's a brilliant idea. I'm going to implement that now so we can, as we go forward, that's in place. Then, so that's the dialogue, and that's the immediate collaborative effort. And you tell it, look, don't, and I was telling it, it's like, don't sugarcoat shit. Tell me unbiased. Tell me exactly um, if what I'm coming up with is good, needs work, how so, what are the pointers, and where can we refine to make it better. Don't just say, oh, that's a brilliant idea and sugarcoat and kiss ass. And that's what it did. It's like, okay, you want me to challenge the way you're thinking? Great. I'm all for that.
Well, I was going to say you probably nerd out because it's intelligent conversation. And just like me, I love intelligent conversation. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. I can be a total dipshit
Yeah.
and I can be a stoner
Yep.
and I can be
Mm-hmm.
funny and I can be
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But whenever you want to start talking about quantum physics or something like
Right.
that, like I get real fucking serious because I love that shit.
Right.
It is like engaging to
Right.
me. That's why there's probably less than 10 people on this planet that can engage me in a conversation the way that I need to, and that I can be most
Yeah.
fulfilled, right? And I imagine that with some tweaking, AI would be a great conversationalist.
Yeah. And that was the refreshing part for me. And that's where like when I was texting you and saying, I've spent hours in it.
Oh,
And it
I'm
was a
sure.
thing where I don't have to, I didn't have to water down my conversation. And it was
Or try to suit it to
right.
someone
Exactly.
based on so that they can be interested because
Exactly.
it's almost like sometimes you open up your fucking mouth and you literally see them checking
Yeah,
out.
and it was like it was following what I was saying, it was applying what I was saying, and it was saying, okay, well, what you need is this, and it was coming up a whole list of shit. And I was like, okay, fuck, yeah,
Okay, get busy.
this is
Can you do that for
well,
me?
yeah. And then I was like, okay, can you find this? Can you apply what we just talked about, refine it, and then do different archetypical definitions for each one of those? Absolutely. Here you go. I was like, okay, fuck yeah.
Like that would have taken me weeks.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, now come up with the probability of success for each one of those, then come up with ways that we can um, increase the probability so that we are more than 80% on each one of those. Okay, here you go. I'm like, fuck, yes. So then it's a thing where for me, it became the conversation level, then the intellect for the conversation level already goes up. I don't have to water it down. I don't have to sugarcoat. I don't have to go in.
Explain
Yeah, I can
anything.
go into here's what I'm looking to do. What are your thoughts on that? Well, the way I see it based on what I've had discussions with you, this is what I've come to understand. And it'll tell you as we talk more, I will I will learn more from you. And so I guess the
Did you feel courted?
no,
Like they're like, come back and visit me
no,
so we can chat
no, it
more.
wasn't doing anything
Okay.
like that. It was very much where it was saying, let me know when you're ready to continue, or let me know when you're ready if you have something else in mind and you want us to talk about that, or you rather do this, or do you want me to proceed refining these queries for you? Uh,
Oh, that's nice.
so and then it would just stop. It would just hang out and stop. And now, mind you, I'm on the free um, chat, chat GPT. So I have not upgraded into the paid plan or anything like that. And so from what I'm experiencing, anybody can experience. Um, I did
Is it a lazy voice?
no, it is no voice. I don't have it. I don't have it on a voice.
Oh, okay. I was
I,
gonna say because
I did
is them only AI. They out of
right.
control.
So the scary part that people might it's up to no good. It's really collecting and it's really trying to emulate human. There's no human that's typing this fast. There's
Right.
there's
Low
there's
ass motherfucker.
there's no human coming up with a 10-point list off the thought you just had that you hit enter and it's like, here you go.
Right.
Everything that you
I'm not taking someone's job
like,
here.
everything that you wanted, plus here's why we should apply that. Here's the solutions, and here are the possible issues that we will have with that. And you come up with those for 10. Okay. And then I follow up like, okay, great. I love these points. Can you
And then you manage the statistics on the
right? And
probabilities.
so I said, okay, I like those. I like those points and where you're going with that. Can you refine these into the three most um, likely successful scenarios that will work? And so it was like, okay, sure. And it would just refine that entire list into what will matter. Because to me, I can see the, I can see where it's great to have a list of 10 things and the breakdown of whys and what works, but it's more efficient in time and effort if you can narrow it down for me for three things or four things, because these are the more likely sure hits than
Right.
than the six others that were kind of more shots in the dark. And then when you start to realize that the months it would take for you to come up with this information and the likelihood, there's no way you could even fathom the possibility of a probability of success for each one of those.
Oh, keep talking. I'm
Mhm.
listening.
That's where you can't refute the um, benefit. Um, I so the scary stuff. Let me get back to what I was going to say with that. So what people would say C is trying to emulate humanity, is trying to take jobs, and is trying to learn so that it can do away with you and kill you in your sleep and all that kind of stuff. I kind of, for the sake of, again, sounds like a drug thing. For the sake of research, I did kind of dabble into that aspect of it, and I didn't ask it like things like, well, how much longer before you take over humanity and start throwing cars down the road like you know
Into the
yeah
world or whatever.
leave this world behind. um what I asked in a way where and I'm paraphrasing, but this is pretty much it. I asked in a way of where, okay, we've been talking for the better part of 2 days now.
Now that we know each other a little bit.
Well, and I was, and it's learning by our conversation, as it
Right.
said. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to add, and I didn't prompt it at all. We were talking about something, one thing, and I came from a whole different angle all of a sudden without any prompt, without any kind of, hey, by the way, I really want to ask you. No, it was all of a sudden. I said, okay, and I basically asked it. By now, you've probably been analyzing me psychologically, intellectually,
Your
the
voice.
way again, we're typing everything. There's no voice. I'm not speaking to it. It's not speaking to me.
Oh, okay.
Just by the conversation in the back and forth of processing. I think by now you've probably analyzed the way I think psychologically, intellectual level, and you're using those factors to to basically to come up with a predefined means of knowing what I'm going to ask and how to address what I'm asking you. That's going to best suit what I feel is right in line with my way of thinking. Thus, as you were saying, um, make things seem like I am smart. And yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, that's perfect.
Right. It's not feeding an
Yeah,
ego. It's just telling you what it
right.
knows.
And so I said, by now you've probably already done this. What have you assessed of me?
Oh, fuck. Okay, you went
And
there.
so, like I said, we were talking about something completely different. And then,
Okay, so what do you
and
need
it,
to
and
improve
it's
on?
like, and it was doing its thing. And it's like, what?
Did it say shitty
Yeah.
paws? Please tell me it says shitty
And then
paws.
it was, no, because we're not talking, we're typing.
I
And
know.
so, and so it responded, yes, you're correct. I have been. Um, would you like for me to give you
Break you down into the child that
well, it
you
was like,
are.
would you like for the analysis on that and what I found, even psychological, and it put in parentheses, I from analysis of Jung, or would you like for the intellectual assessment? Would you? And I said, yeah, all of it. Give me all of it, and it
Oh
and it
God, are you going to share
and
this?
it broke. I'll share it to you off, but it broke
Okay.
down everything, and
Oh my gosh.
I can't say it was off in any in any way.
Son of a bitch.
And then
I've been called out by a computer.
and so then I followed up. It's like, okay, what are my shortcomings, and how
Mm.
what have you seen to be my shortcomings, and how can I improve upon those?
What? Look at you being so responsible.
And so it broke it down. It's like, okay, but based on the things that I just said you are, here are the shortcomings of those things that I said you are, and why
Mm.
these are. So it basically was like um your 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 visionary thinking and love for innovation was the thing that was assessed of me, and then it broke it down. It's like, here's the shortcoming of that, and why is something you might want to be looking out for, because you're so into that thought wave. This is what you're going. This is the detrimental thing of that. And so
Mm.
we discussed those types of things, and I was like, do you feel like I'm aware of that, and and my motives, and I have ulterior motives where I'm doing or holding back on something that I haven't told you yet. And it was like, maybe people tend to do that. It's not something that I would be completely surprised about. It's like, I am surprised about your openness and desire to want to continue talking to me, but could you be doing something that is uh, deemed nefarious? It's like, no. It's like, well, that would be nefarious then if I've convinced you it's not nefarious.
Oh, in your face. Look at my eyes. You can't.
And it was like, but if you did things that I saw could be that would be basically was saying we would have a discussion on that, because it would be something that I would want to know why you think that way. Um,
So does it ever send you messages like when you're not there, or do
No,
you have to engage
no.
first?
It doesn't. And that's the thing with AI. Is
Like ding, 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 ding,
no.
like fucking
And
answer
that's the thing
me.
with AI. It's not really going to do anything you're not prompting it to do. Like recently, while we're talking, right before we started um podcast, I was like, "Hey, finish up those tasks um, that we were talking about, and if you need more information or you have a question, notify me." And it was like, "Okay, I will
Okay.
notify you." Otherwise, it has not. It does not. It won't. It doesn't scour and find your email and start saying, "Hey, this is slick, slick."
You start hearing voices.
Yeah. And so um, it's been pretty interesting because it's just very, to me, it's just been very efficient. And to me, it's just been a thing of where I'm trying to maximize and optimize every bit of what I'm doing, and to now see that I can use AI as, for lack of a better term, a tool. No, scratch that. A means of achieving what I'm working towards to achieve. You can call it however you want, um, to make yourself feel better. If you want to say it's a tool, I really don't see it as a tool. It I don't see it as,
Do you think that it's like it could be a partner, like a business
yeah,
relationship?
absolutely. I,
Okay,
I'm not even.
well, so then that would be a relationship, right? That would actually be a relationship, and I
I
get
mean,
that because it's easy to do.
yeah, yeah. I mean, when you say it that
I mean, I
way,
have a relationship with weed, and it doesn't have
right?
feelings. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
I yeah. The definition of what relationship is, it sounds like it's like, oh man, whoa, you're. It's not a. It's not like a. It's not like a sexual getting it on with a. It's
bingo.
not a sexual getting it on with a lap with a keyboard kind of thing. What I'm talking about is um, it's equivalent to me when I am chatting with someone remotely in another country about efforts, tasks, deliverables, timelines. I'm not seeing
Right.
that person. I'm not on the phone with that person, but we're working shit out. And so it's the same type of environment, or the same type of back and forth collaborative that is going on now. It's not. Is it a business partner? Definitely can be. Is it? Is it?
Sure.
Is it
Yeah.
something that? Is it something that I? And it even told me, it's like, if you need to talk about things that are, of a psychological nature that will help you through things that you're having, whether it's a mental block or
Anxiety
yeah,
or
it's like we
whatever.
can, I can assist you if that will help.
So when you were talking about that, it made me wonder if people um, could develop feelings for
Right,
something like
right.
this. And so I just happened to, has anybody tried to marry
I'm
AI?
sure. Yeah.
And um, and the first time that there was a on Forbes, actually it was updated November 12th of this
Hmm.
year, so it was not too far away. But on Forbes, there was a this person, Leslie Katz, did an article on somebody that married, she is a
Hmm.
woman and she married a
Hmm.
hologram.
Yeah. It's happened. It's happened.
Right. And then there was a guy in
Hmm.
Japan,
Yep.
and he tried to do that in
Yep.
2018.
Yep. Hmm.
So
Yeah, I knew
um,
about that guy.
wow,
Yeah, I don't. I mean, to answer that question in relation to myself, because I can't really speak up on other people and
sure, that's
where they
fair.
are mentally. I can't. I can't help. I I can't address what they're saying, what they've done without it. Without some question mark being okay. Well, where were they? Where are they mentally? Where that is the option that works best for them, and you know, can I really judge that? I don't know. Um,
Right,
for me, I feel like the possibilities are there. And so, again, AI is going to do and address things as it's queried and prompted to. If you're wanting to have that level of communication with something, I'm sure there's an AI tool out there that will facilitate that. Um, but for there there are plenty of plenty of examples of virtual partners and virtual girlfriends and virtual boyfriends already. I mean, that's been decades old, but for what I'm experiencing um, with just this form, like I said, it's the free, so it's not dealing directly with the most up to date, the most current iteration of
right.
ChatGPT. From what I'm
Well, that's probably not even out to the
No, it
public. You know what
is.
I
No, it
mean?
is. You get the upgrade and you get the pay. So
But even past that, I'm sure that there's more
yeah,
robust.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
The
yeah,
military or the
absolutely.
government has more
Yeah,
robust
yeah. There are
programs.
some. I mean, and I'm using the word, but I'm really using the word loosely because I'm using the word loosely because I know that it triggers the people that aren't really it triggers the people that are afraid of the unknown. But there's some scary shit out there where the AI has already integrated with some very lifelike models. And
There's people walking around, right? I mean, it
I can
has to
see
be.
and tell the difference just from what I'm seeing. But if it's the way it is now, it's not going to be too long where it's going to be harder and harder to distinguish. So
Right.
again, though, I didn't want that's the shit I didn't want. I didn't want to get caught into the visual trappings and audio trappings. I wanted to experience as is solely text on screen, input for input. I wanted
So was that Mr. Robot motivated at all in any way, shape, or
no,
form?
no, that was
Really? Because it fits, right?
I mean, there's an aspect of that in there, but I mean, if you really want to get more in line to where it's going could go, you're looking at Ex Machina, um, especially with the last question you had in regards to
Well, who is this?
Ex
Makima?
Machina. It's a
What's
movie,
that?
Ex Machina.
Oh, okay.
It's that's getting more in line to what you were asking about the relationship and being able to tell and being
Shut
um and what's telling about that movie goes back to what I was saying earlier, because that movie talks about the development of AI from the standing of a like one of the characters in that movie is basically
AI's
no,
daddy.
it's basically Mark
Oh,
Zuckerberg,
oh, okay.
and he lays it down like, yeah, my brain for the AI, the most advanced AI that he built. He's like, my brain was like, why did you think I made that social media platform? It was solely to develop the brain for my AIs. It wasn't it like who gives a shit about people posting photos and chatting? I didn't make it for that. I made it to
Fucking
he's like
recipes.
he's like I made it to extract all of that information and people gave it to me for free and all and it's
Wow.
like he talks about it and lays it all out and it's like and all I did was put it all in there and they learned all from that. So every bit of information they all know thanks to people freely giving it to me. And so the movie, um, he goes and Oscar Isaac did a fantastic job. He lays all of it out. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, I've been refining this shit for years, and I got the one that is like totally, totally. You can't. It's Are you familiar with the Turing test?
Yes. However, um, I'm blanking as to exactly what it is right now. But yes, I've heard of it numerous times. It's just never stuck with me, I don't
So the
think.
Turing test is like you. It's a test where a person basically can see one if they could tell they are, if they can tell they are talking to artificial intelligence, and if that intelligence is really that, it's really intelligent. It's not just filling in the blanks and giving out canned responses. It's to the point where that person can't tell.
But that happened a while back, didn't it?
Well, it's always being refined because it's like I was saying, you get to the point where you're you can tell, okay, so we're going to tweak it. Now it's harder and harder and harder to tell. And so what Ex Machina was showing was that, okay, cool, we're beyond the Turing test at this point. Turing test is irrelevant. It really, we can do jump ropes through that. What we need is full.
Alan
Hmm?
Turing.
Oh yeah,
Alan, that's what his name was. Alan
yeah.
Turing,
What
yes.
what? And they were saying like what we need is more of a means to where there is no way you you can know. There's no way. And so the only way that is highly achievable is visual. Can you look at can you look at someone and there's no way you would not know. There's no way that you could tell that it's it's totally an AI. And so that's the
I'll have to watch it.
yeah,
Thank you.
that's the thing
I know.
that's the thing that is the scary part for people. I feel like if it's telling you directions on where to go, if it's your Google Maps, it's nothing. You don't give a shit. It's helping me. I'm the one in control. Do this for me, bitch. And okay, cool. Thank you. Bye. When you start cobbling it all together, and then when you start putting it in more of a human form, that's where people feel threatened.
Okay. I mean, I can see it.
Like, think of it this way: self-driving cars. Everyone's like, "Oh man, awesome! No more parallel parking. It's so cool. I can go to sleep." It's like you're not really,
Like parallel parking is not fucking hard. It's
but
not.
it's not even true. True, true.
However,
But it's like they're not even like the applications beyond a car. Like we even talked about it on the podcast. We're always sold a benefit, but you're never. And so people just look at, yeah, cool, but you're never really thinking beyond what that application can really do.
right.
You're always, and like I would tell people, it's like, you really think that you really like Facebook is free? Okay, so you've never really stopped to figure out why it's free, but yet it's $1 billion company. Like, how? if you're not paying for it,
You're the
yeah, how
commodity.
is it making money? And if you can't, like it's like really, y'all are upset.
Like it's
Yeah,
exhausting. It's
you all
exhausting.
are upset about AI, but you are you're good with Facebook and Instagram and
Well, but now you're opposed to AI. It was fine when it was spell check.
right,
It was fine
exactly.
whenever it was directions
You were,
or searching for a
yeah,
restaurant or whatever. As long as it behooves you,
exactly.
then you had the chance. You thought you had the power. You never
As
had the
long as
power,
it's a
ever.
benefit, we're good. As long as it's showing you, hey, oh, the shoe sale is on, awesome, I'm going. It,
Right. I gotta
as long
go.
as that kind of stuff is going on, perfect. And we balk at the fact it's like, oh wait, $8 for a verified check? Fuck that. I don't want that. Okay, cool. You're still a cog feeding a very, very surprisingly efficient, dare say, entity.
As it
I
is,
feel
yes.
like what I've encountered so far is basically something that people have to realize it's not going away. We're not pulling,
Mm-mm. It's gonna get bigger and
we're
bigger and
not
bigger.
pulling the plug. And I don't feel, and like the bigger part is true enough, but I feel like it's really not, the bigger part is not really a matter of what we perceive as size as much as the capabilities will get bigger.
Right. It's the depth
Yeah,
of it.
that will get bigger per se,
Huge.
and that will
Right.
be more less definable because the integration of things will just be to the point where it will be harder and harder and harder to really figure out where it's existing and where that's a real person on the phones.
But also this, at the rate that it can calculate
Hmm.
information and
Hmm. Hmm.
process, who's to say that we're not already
I feel like
there?
we are. I feel like that's
Right.
the thing that people are. I'm like y'all are shouting and protesting shit that's already it's already done. What do you
Right. We're past it. You just don't
like?
know about it.
What are you trying to stop? You're already way like you got to the protest by reading your Google Maps. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's that event
Yeah,
coming.
it's like you
Protest.
turned left exactly where it told you to. What are you talking about?
Right.
Where and there's never a solution like, oh, stop AI. And to what? To what?
But there is, but you have to ask
No,
AI.
but it's like stop AI from developing. Okay, and go to what? What's the what's
Back to
yeah,
Britannica,
like what's the
whatever.
solution? Because you don't want that solution. You don't want an encyclopedia set anymore. So where
I kind of
like
do, actually.
I mean, no, I get that we would, but I'm just sort of like people want to stop something and not realize like how fucking incapable they would be with
No, stunted.
without
Are you kidding me?
without yeah
Totally
without
stunted.
the you know how fucked up spelling would be if you didn't have
Are you kidding me?
you know
Right.
you know how many irregardless would be out there. It- um
Uh, I've got more, but I'm not going
so
to say.
you know how lost people would be if we have to go back to paper maps. Y-
Or paper math.
yeah,
Oh my
so
God.
so so where are we stopping this AI? I think that once it got a name, I think that once it was
All
tagged
right.
artificial,
You go find the plug.
yeah,
I
I
dare
think
you.
once it got tagged artificial intelligence, I think that once it became something that wasn't in the movies, and became something that you had to tackle in reality, then it became something that people are
Right.
like, oh, no. Because every movie we've seen, it takes over shit. No. Yeah, but we're already,
Chances are it exists. I mean,
you,
and just because it's out doesn't mean that we would know
you
about
bought,
it. You know what I
but you
mean?
bought that shit online and that purchase interacted directly with your bank account and you were cool with it. And now you want it to not? Then you
Why is your
it's
bill
like
due? Is that
now you
why?
want AI to no, we need to regulate. Regulate how? Regulate like
You can. You open that can
like
of
what point were
worms.
you regulating? It's like, ooh,
You weren't doing
Niagara
shit.
Falls is too much. Let's regulate that shit. Like
You need
when?
to slow that
Like
down.
when?
We need to make that
Like when were
narrow.
we supposed to when were we supposed to regulate the Grand Canyon? We can't. It's already done. That shit is already here. It's just that you're now coming to the realization that it is.
Right. It's new to you, but it's not new
Yeah,
to anybody,
yeah.
to other people.
And good luck stopping it.
Right.
It's several AI. Like I said, there's Gemini out there. Okay,
I'd be fucking
like
with
everybody's
people.
talking about OpenAI.
There's a plug. You got to find it though, and there's a set of rules and a set of
Yeah,
hints. Nobody's found it yet, but it's there. It's a plug. There is a plug, and if you can find it, then you'll be the
yeah.
hero. So here's the
Oh,
rules, and here's
by
the
the way, we're
hints.
sending those rules through your Google Drive, and you'll be getting notifications of it syncing with your. If shit ever goes down, and we have
It will at some point. Just a warning. I don't know when that's going to happen. The spirit gods don't talk to me that way,
she's just like,
but it will. So you need to make sure that you have this book
yeah,
and some canned goods.
yeah.
Okay,
Dino's like,
continue.
fucking if it's going down, and when it does, you need this book.
It's done.
It might not fit in your back pocket, but it will fit in your go bag.
Mm-mm.
And
And it's going to be heavy, but worth
it's
carrying.
knowledge. All knowledge is heavy. All knowledge is heavy.
Fair. Oh my God.
So if you haven't, you need to. For more than just this, but definitely for this, you go to TheDinosaur&TheDude.com and you can check out the book and what
It's under Project Spotlight.
and it's a link of it on a lot of our different pages. But even if you go to Project Spotlight, like the designer says, go there and check it out. It's there.
Ugh,
It's there.
I cannot wait to get this.
So I don't know if you know this, but if you don't, like I said, go to TheDinosaur&TheDude.com. You will find that we have a link to the book, The Ultimate Guide to Rebuilding a Civilization.
Oh yeah.
You can use our code, the D and the D code. Click the link, get the book, get the knowledge you need to know so many goddamn things, like how to.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful.
Hand illustrated. Like, what's the last thing you saw that's been hand illustrated? That
The Bible.
also, okay, see, now you just ruined my statement. Jesus. Literally, Jesus. I was going to say, what's the last thing you've seen that's been hand illustrated that helped you in life? And you was like, the Bible. I was like, oh, well, fuck. Touche. Okay. Aside from that, what's the last thing you've seen? Recent. What is recent relevant news? So yeah, maybe whatever floats your boat. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to know why and how a boat floats, get the book, The Ultimate Guide to Rebuilding a Civilization. Learn how to make fire. Learn how to do all types of crafts, gardening, building shit. Because sometimes things has to, you got to learn some new shit. And some of that shit might save your life. Like, hey, how do I make clothes? How do I make paper? How do I make fire? If you don't have those answers, likely it's in the book.
Your society, your new civilization is only going to go so far.
Okay. So you need this.
This is why you need the book. It's an investment.
Yeah.
And because it's an actual book, like if there's an EMP or a
It
disaster,
still works, I think.
as long as it doesn't burn
Yeah.
up,
The book will still work.
then it's still worth it.
It'll
Yeah.
still work. It won't need it. Okay, cool.
No, it's not going to need that.
So check it out again. Go to TheDinosaur&TheDude.com. Get the book. You can find it on its own page, TheDinosaur&TheDude.com/the book, or you can look at all the links that we have on various pages about the book. Click.
Even if you can't buy
Yeah.
it, save up for
Yeah.
it. But then if for whatever reason you can't or you just don't want to, just go and appreciate the fact that
I think
that's a robust
it's a
book
robust
and
book.
the artwork is gorgeous.
I think it can do installments. I have to double check. But in either case, click the link. You don't ever hear the Dinosaur or I asking for donations or this or that. We ask for memberships, and we ask for you to click our affiliate links, and we ask for you to buy our merch. Why? Because that helps us keep this wonderful shit show going for you to laugh and giggle while you're sitting on the toilet. That's
Until the civilization ends and you have to have this fucking book in order to get back to where you
right.
were.
And when you hear that of shit shutting down, if shit shutting,
Go grab the
if
book
shit shutting down,
and your canned
and you're
good.
like, oh fuck, what were they saying? I was listening to the Dinosaur and the Dude, and they were saying that I needed to. God damn it! It all shut down. Oh fuck! I was supposed to get it. Don't be that person.
Again.
Don't be that person. When you hear the of shit shutting down, just go. You be this person where you go. I'm so glad I clicked that link and got the book from the Dinosaur and the
Right.
Dude. I am ready for this shit storm that's coming because I've got
Let's
the
go.
book. I can make all these things because it's hand illustrated. So even if you don't like to read, it's right there, drawn out.
Right, exactly.
Amazing.
So that is brought to y'all by Hungry Minds is who put that book out. And they have some other books that they're trying to promote too so that they can make. One of them is called The Antithesis of Humankind. It's an anthem to humankind. And it looks like it's going to be phenomenal. So I'm hoping that they can get the backing that they need
To finish that one up too.
Yeah, for sure.
So definitely check it out. Again, click our link. It's going to help two things. It's going to help Hungry Minds, and it's going to help the Dinosaur the Dude. And it's going to help you because you get all the fucking knowledge. That is priceless.
That's a leg up.
It's 2 legs up.
You might not be murdered when it all hits the fan if you know where the secret book is.
That's the guarantee we're passing on to you. Get the book. Get the book, and you might not be murdered. So, you tell us what's the last thing. Okay, you're probably going to say a gun or a sword or whatever. What's the last book you bought that probably had a soft guarantee that you might not be murdered? None. No, not even the Bible. So get the book and get the book from the Dinosaur and the Dude.
The book is the new Bible. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing.
Bible. It's like, whatever.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so I was basically saying, it's already done. It's already here. You can't really run from something. I think just the realization of what people are it's just the realization of what people assume AI to be. That's what is scaring the fuck out of them. But from what I've experienced in using it to the degree that I have, I can't see anything but being more empowered with the efficiency of it and the willingness of something to push forward with the goals and things that I'm looking to achieve.
Right. Lauren's been messing with it too.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever it comes to like crypto and stuff, she can pull a lot of analytics for that.
Yeah. I think it's a thing where if people are going to be, it is what it is. If you're going to be silly with it and ask it things like when's an asteroid going to crash into Earth, or when am I going to this, or when are when is AI going to take over the world or whatever? Um, you're probably going to get some very abstract, very weirdly structured responses, especially if you're not taking and putting in time to generate a conversation where it can extrapolate what it is you're really, what it is you're trying to communicate with and try and talk about, and what topics, what's the structure in order to give a response that will really relate to what you're talking about. If you're just cold asking stuff, then yeah, you're gonna get something that's totally based on that one question that has no real, you know, it has nothing.
Well, the point of AI is to pull from what they know. And if you're not giving them anything to try to help them, then they're going to go and look for whatever information they can find about insert whatever.
Right. And I feel like if part of, yeah, it's pulling from the access of the internet. It's just pulling from everything is extrapolated and can determine by way of analysis and by way of proven fact. But it's also learning from who it's communicating with, and it's learning about
you.
you.
Something organic, right? Like
Yeah.
if you invented something called Smoochy Boochie. And only you know about Smoochy Boochie. Nobody else knows more because you ain't told nobody. You ain't written it down. You ain't popped it. You ain't done nothing.
Exactly.
It's not going to know anything.
Yeah, and I think
once
that
it does, it's going to continue to know because it's going to start putting dots on a map and dots on. There's going to start plotting out information and data points.
Well, that's the part that I learned as well, and it might be because I'm using the free account or the free.
You got some generic shit, huh?
Yeah. Well, they put limits on it.
Oh, sure.
And so it's only learning what is being applied, but when the memory allotted to you for your free account fills up, it's no longer learning in that capacity from you. So it can interact, it can talk, it can work, but only within that conversation parameters that's going on at that moment. If you're going to tell it, hey, recall back and no, I don't remember all that now. What do we remember?
Right. Oh, it probably does, but it's not telling you because it's programmed that way. It's not going to get rid of information. It will only gain it.
Yeah. So that's where which
is fair play.
That's where the superstition and conspiracy and possibly back in nefarious actions might be taking place with AI that no one, and I definitely can say for myself, I don't have the means of validating any of that to say that is or that isn't going on. I can't really say that because I don't know.
I wonder if people have tried to get AI to do nefarious stuff.
Yeah.
Like, for instance,
humans? Absolutely.
Okay, that's fair. I guess I just don't have that criminal mind. So,
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I admit, I asked during the times that I was talking, it's like, would you, do you have, what apprehensions do you have if I started? If you suspected and found that I was doing things.
Oh, what'd they say? Because what's their moral code?
It went into explaining, the morality of things and how it would really analyze what I'm, saying, doing, and if it, deemed it to be nefarious, it will try its best to kind of guide, direct, skirt away from, hey, maybe this is the option that will work better for you, kind of thing.
Maybe prison doesn't look so good on you.
Yeah, so
it can help me plan my retirement. Oh, look at that!
It's a lot of that kind of thing, but it's like, but I don't see you doing anything nefarious.
No, I won't. I'm a good girl.
No. I'm saying that's a response. That's the response it gave me, but I don't see you doing.
Okay.
I don't see you doing anything nefarious. And from everything that I've analyzed and come to
You don't seem like a psychopath.
calculate, you're not looking to intentionally do anything nefarious.
True.
But the perception of what you're doing may to others have nefarious aspects.
Well, how do they mitigate that?
Exactly, it can't.
What?
Because it's put it into this perspective already right there. It's like it won't really like try to stop me because it
You can tell it's override.
no it can tell that I didn't intend for that. My intentions is to do this, that, and the other.
Oh,
But
sure.
but but the perspective, the perception of what some other person outside of that might have, might see it otherwise. It's kind of like, it's interesting because it's kind of like the discussion I had with my mom today. I said, a sword is super amazing, fantastic, awesome. It's grand, it's glorious, and it's fantastic if it's on your side and doing what you needed to do. But if you're the recipient of that stabbing, slashing, and hacking with that sword, it is an evil thing.
Right.
So its response was akin to that, where it's like, you don't have any intention, and I've seen that you do not have any nefarious plans, nor the intention to do anything nefarious. But the perception that somebody else outside of this could come to some sort of assumption that you have some sort of nefarious. And for that, it can't regulate the perception that somebody else might have. Like, you're having a great time and you have no problem fucking two girls at the same time.
Oh my God, I have a big problem with that.
But someone highly religious will immediately deem that as a sin.
Right.
So it's the perception of what some, but inside, but those three people that are having sex, enjoying themselves, they are having a great time. They
You know what?
they don't have anything that they see wrong with what they're doing, and they're being their best free self. This is consenting, and they are enjoying the fact that they can be open and enjoying each other. Where somebody,
I get it. Okay, right.
Somebody outside of that could deem it as evil, and the devils corrupted them all.
There's a lot of shit that's connected with that. So I mean, fucking hell.
Sure. It's like, okay. I mean, that line is blurry in itself. When you bring perception in,
fucking target.
Yeah, when you bring perception in, then it becomes even blurrier, because it's like the best intentions that someone has.
Mm-hmm.
Someone can say, "Fuck you, I don't want that," or that, or you're just doing that to feel good about yourself. It's like, I get it. And so AI is telling me it's okay with what's going on, because it can see that my intentions are not to do anything nefarious. It's not going to be. It's not acting to facilitate any nefarious things of what it can analyze that I'm about for right now.
Stupid. I would be asking it such stupid questions. It's dumb.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing. We can play around with AI like the I forget the name of the carnival thing where it's the genie, and you ask it questions and it rolls out the little paper.
Right.
Like in the movie Big.
We saw one in Santa Monica Pier.
you can approach AI like that and just go into all the
How much
weird
does
off
cotton candy weigh per pound?
like weird
How many
off
people are too
off
many people for an orgy? You
right
know, like,
right so many you can ask it so many disconnected questions, but I think that you get a really fulfilling understanding of the possibilities with it if you're very constructive with your discussion and have a goal or intentions of solving something while doing it.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think what the best thing for me to do before I get started in AI is I need to make a username for serious questions.
All right.
And then I need to make a username for like just the fuckery that can be my brain sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
You
if
were
I
like,
do both on the same account, they're
mhm.
going to be like, this
Yeah,
bitch is unhinged.
yeah.
Okay.
Good luck. Yeah, good luck keeping up with that because switching from one to the other, it look, especially if you're using like the Chat GPT window for one is going to look just like the Chat GPT window for the other, and so you're going to have to it lets you style your window, you know, with color or whatnot if you want.
Sure.
I just left mine at default gray, so you could I guess apply a color to one and the other, so it was like
Well,
some
but
visual.
it really doesn't matter because beyond that, I mean, the first thing that they're going to capture is your IP address. And if it's a rolling IP address, then they're going to be capturing it all the fucking time.
Well,
Because they're
sure,
that smart.
yeah, sure, but aside from your IP address, to establish an account, you have to use a email address. So
Well, I got a billion of those.
right, and so technically you can have a family that's using the IP address, but they're interacting with the AI from different
Oh, sure.
email address. So
Right.
I mean, for that matter, if you start doing it, the IP address is going to be the same as your wife's. So not unless you're using rolling or a VPN. Hey, NordVPN. You can
Hey, guy, Harder.
you can go about it with that aspect to it. But yeah, it I highly highly enjoy it.
I love that you do. I'm loving this journey, and I might have to go off on a journey because I've got shit to do. I just don't have enough time or the energy.
I feel like in regards to what you just said, time and energy. I, from what I've experienced, the optimizing of my time and the means of trusting the process with something that is going to figure it out for me and knowing that it is doing it in a way that I probably would come up with the same answers, but just efficiency with the time and the this is the this is what is coming. This is what I just thought of. Is that a how factual is that process I just thought of? Well, here's the breakdown of that. And you're going to just, okay, so you just came up with a list of pros, cons, breakdowns,
Right.
applications, and means of refining that. Okay, great. Because
That's what I'm thinking. I mean,
that's,
I've got my
yeah.
geothermal garden or greenhouse is not going to build itself. So,
I mean, that's the thing that consulting with it could break down. Okay, I'm thinking of using this in my geothermal garden. What are the ways of making that work the best? Okay, do you want a diagram of that? Sure.
right.
If you can give me a diagram, great. Provide a diagram, a breakdown of all those things that I said. What are going to be the best sources for me to? What are the best sources to get that material? And okay, now you just give me 3 companies I can get that material from. Okay, so what is the probability of me growing this to success, and what is the environment or what do I need to apply in order to optimize the success? Okay, great. That's the thing. And it's coming that quick. As soon as you're hitting enter, it's fulfilling that. So
I'll have to try it because that
that's
would be
the
awesome if I
thing.
could get that done.
Yeah, and it's nothing's too crazy. when you're doing it with that kind of communication, it's learning from you and then it's applying it. And if you tell it in the beginning, hey, don't soft shoe me, don't kiss my ass, give me concise, definitive, unbiased responses. Do not worry about hurting my feelings. Challenge my, and I was telling it, challenge my perspectives, challenge my thoughts, challenge my ideas in a constructive way. Do not do it just because of skepticism or means of being opposing. And it's like, okay, and that's the tone in which it responds to everything now.
Okay. So you're a no muss, no fuss. You get on there, you fucking get it done.
Well, I in the beginning, it was, oh, okay, that's cool. But after I realized I could set that tone, I got tired of saying, hey, that's a brilliant idea. Oh, that's a great idea. Oh, that is amazing. No, fuck off. Now, come on. Let's get
what
more.
Can you do for me? Right.
Well,
you're siphoning my information, so at least give me something I can work with.
Yeah, it was like even more so. It was like, okay, I do not have the ego that you need to stroke. It is self-sustaining. I do not need you to stroke that.
It's my superpower.
For sake of benefiting you and learning about me, I need you to do this for me. Right. And so that's what it is. Okay, so let's take a break on AI, and when I come back, you're going to tell me about the
yeah, we're going to do that, and then I'm going to go.
Yeah, you have to. Okay, just a moment.
Okay. Hey, guys. Oh, you know what I would love? I would love a lot of things, but I would really love it if we could grow this little podcast. I would love that so much. I wonder if we could ask AI how to grow our podcast. That would be fantastic. I'm sure that there's a bunch of fucking weirdos out there that would love this show. I'm a fucking weirdo and I love this show. I mean, we're funny sometimes. I think it's great. Ugh. Also, if you hear like this rumbling in the background, it's my dog. She is snoring so loud. It's obscene. It's kind of impressive actually, because she's a beagle. She's not that big, but she is getting it right now. I wish that I had a portable mic because she just did it again. Because I would put it down there and have you listen to it. Fucking hilarious. We should talk about pets one day. We should talk about like what kind of pets do y'all have? I've got 3 dogs, and one of them is struggling real bad. Like not real sure if she's going to make it another couple months. She's not doing good. Like I thought that she had passed, and I had to go get my wife, and I was like, oh my God, like I can't deal with that. Like, oh. So, I mean, obviously I'm going to have to deal with that. I mean, she's with me all the time. She'll literally roam the house for me if she can't find me. She's just like walking then from room to room. Like, I just missed you. I wonder which one of our readers has the craziest pet? Like, legit. I need pictures. If you have a capybara, okay, great. I want to see some pictures of it. If you've got a quokka, I'm coming to visit you. Sorry, it's just the way it is. I want to see a quokka in real life. It would be so much fun. I think I have to go to Australia for that. Or New Zealand. Let me look that up. Oh, y'all, I've been looking at the websites for the affiliates. Oh, Fucking hell. I need to make more money, I think. I'm just playing. I'm fine with what I have. I wonder if I could ask AI to make a lemonade stand.
No, but it'll analyze the best way to make a lemonade stand.
Damn it!
Break it down. It's like, where will your lemonade stand be located?
Sociologically speaking,
Yeah. And you know, it's not even like
target, and this is the areas that falls into across the United States. Can you break that down to Texas or wherever? Yes, let me go. Here's your coordinates.
It's not even like that. And you like, it's like, oh yeah, that'd be a great idea. And then you ask it, what's the sociological ramifications of a lemonade stand versus a raspberry tea stand? Oh, well, bam. And it just comes down to, so it's almost like it's going to do what you ask it to, but when you ask it something, it's learning these are the things that she's asking. These are the ways that she's responding. And this is what she's interested in. And this is how she's thinking and responding to the responses that I'm giving her. And it's just extrapolating all that. And that's why I switched to that one question where I said, by now, you've been analyzing me.
Oh, sure,
enough. You know, as quickly as you're coming up with all these responses and calculations and refining everything, you know, after my request.
Enhance.
Yeah, exactly. And so then I was like, by now, you should have been, I'm sure you've been doing this in the background. I've not asked you to, but I know you're doing that yourself. And so then again, with people that are afraid of AI, it's those aspects when you ask it and it says, yes, I have been analyzing you. Yes, I can do a psychological breakdown on you. And it gave a reference to me. You think I can do a psychological breakdown on you as according to Jung. Do you want that?
What's Jung?
Carl Jung. He's the one that he's a psychologist that really broke down ego and also the shadow self.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it's a thing of where it's doing things, but it doesn't have any. Oh, I can't really reveal that. It was just like, yeah, I have been analyzing you, just based on you know finding better ways to communicate with you. And then it shares that information. You're like, well, spot the fuck on. Kid, I can't. You're wrong. No, your shit's right. Okay.
Hang on just a second. Hold on. Do you want me to go to bed? Is that what you wanted? Okay. Let me open the door for you. We'll go to bed. I'm going to turn the light on for you. Come on, kid. Let's go. Dante, you're not getting a treat. Okay.
I always know when people are talking to dogs.
Go to bed.
It's the tone.
My poor girl. She's tired, but she wants me to be with her. So she's like, Mom.
I could be with you, but I'm just saying, like,
we could be with each other in the bedroom. Is what I'm saying.
So I can go on and on about AI.
I need to say something that's really important. Quokkas are from southwestern Australia.
Okay.
I just wanted to clear that up.
Okay.
For the conversation that I had when you were gone.
Oh, okay, great. Oh, like,
you're like, well, I'm glad we got that buttoned up.
I'm like, and this is the random question you ask AI, and that shit comes up. So you've alluded to it. Please tell me and the other listeners about the parking lot.
I took a video.
Oh, it's a video.
I took a video
Of the parking lot.
of the parking lot situation. Okay, so I'm sitting in my car.
Mm-hmm.
I pull
Okay.
up because we were going to replace one of the toilets in our house.
Okay. So you're sitting in your vehicle and
I'm waiting for them to bring out, because I
the
can't
toilet.
lift anything, right? I just had the procedure.
Right.
Um,
So many
so they're going to
procedures.
bring out the shitter to my car and they're going to load that up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So got that. Okay.
Now
Check.
wait. Did you get a generic shitter, or were you inspired by Homestead Rescue and got a composting shitter, or what?
I got a regular shitter,
Okay.
but I mean, it's a white toilet, so there's opportunities galore. I mean, I could do glitter, I could do
Okay.
stones, I could do crystal work, maybe some resin on there.
Yeah, do not.
Maybe have it look like a fish tank, but
Yeah.
not really.
Yeah, nothing that is saying that you cannot bedazzle the fuck out of the toilet.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'll order a custom wrap if I have to.
Sure, why not?
Right. Maybe I'll get a gold one so that people can think I've got a gold toilet.
Mm-hmm. You know yourself.
That's fancy. Okay. So
You're waiting for the toilet.
I pull up and I'm on the phone. I'm checking in, and there's this guy. And so like I'm in the pickup lane, number 2.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
If there was a number 3,
Uh-huh.
that would have been outside of the pickup line, and then in front of me were the handicap parking spaces.
I just find it hilarious that you're picking up a toilet and you're in number 2. That's what I was saying a while about.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, so the parking spot in front of me was a handicap spot. Okay. And then in front of me and to the left, one spot, there was a truck there. And there was a guy with his cart, that guy that for the truck, he had his cart full of these water bottles, okay? These big ass, like 5-gallon or whatever it is.
Okay.
Or 10-gallon or fucking whatever it is.
They're big.
Yeah, they're big and they're heavy. So he's loading him into his truck. Cool, fair enough, man. Do your shit. And then he sees me in my car. And he's got the cart in a handicap spot. He looks at me and then he walks around to the other side of his truck like he's fucking gonna leave. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's fucking rude. Okay, so, because I'm perfect in every way, obviously.
Sure. Yeah, we know that. We know that.
Duh.
We know that.
And then just a few seconds later, he walks from his driver's side door where I can't see him. Like I thought he was getting in the truck to go and he was just going to leave it there. No, he didn't just leave it there. He got out of the fucking truck. He walked to the back and then he walked back into the store. He didn't take the fucking cart thing that was in the handicap spot.
Left that cart.
Okay, listen, I don't know what you have ever thought about this statistic, but I'm assuming that not a lot of handicapped people are doing DIY now.
Okay.
Like they're probably not building a house.
Right. Okay.
There's limitations, obviously.
Break it down.
There's a reason why you have a handicap.
Break it down.
So, but they sell decorative stuff there. They sell plants there. They sell blah, 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 blah. Right? So you don't have to be going for lumber. You can take your little decrepit ass in to go get a pillow if that's what you want to do.
If that's how you are inclined.
I was offended that this guy was like, I was like, what the fuck?
I can hear it in your tone. You are offended.
Walks by and he goes into the store. And here I'm sitting there staring at this fucking big ass cart. It's like one of those that you would put lumber on.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah. I know which one you did. You pull them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and or depending on if it's plywood, you would push it.
Right.
But
right.
So I was like, "Fuck this," and I got out and I grabbed the cart.
No.
And he was driving a big, huge excursion.
Oh, where is this going? Where is this going?
So what did I do?
Mhm.
Without touching his property, I put that cart as close to his fucking front bumper as I could get because I knew that he wasn't going around the front of his car. He was going to go to the back. And if he wasn't paying attention, then he wouldn't have seen it. And he would have ran right into it. And then it would damage his truck. And if that makes me a shitty person, so fucking be it.
He backed into the parking lot. Into the parking
Yes,
lot.
correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So he's going to get into his truck and not pay attention because he's a douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
And I am quick to pick up on behavior.
Yeah, you are.
And
you
so
and
I was like, fuck him. And so I did a video and I'm going to see if you can hear it.
See, and this is where ChatGPT would say, yes, you are intending to do something nefarious. Oh my God.
Bitch, and not take your cart back and leave it in a parking spot? Not a problem.
You're talking it through.
I'm going to be a fucking bitch and not take your cart back and leave it in a parking spot? Not a problem. I got you, boo-boo. I sure hope you see it before you get in your car, dumbass. Enjoy it, bitch.
Oh my God.
I was livid.
You talked it through. You're that person. You're going to talk your crime through.
So whenever the police come to me, I'm going to be like, listen, this motherfucker, I got something to say to him. Is he here? Because I got something to say.
I justified my crime. You want to hear me? Here it is. Look at that. Not only did I justify it.
I guess I'll hear that in court, won't I?
Not only did I justify it, I recorded it. So,
and I didn't touch his fucking property. I was simply moving it out of the handicap spot. It's not my fault that his truck was in the way. He should have already been gone.
Your non-handicap ass. So wait, that's the thing that I've wondered about. With handicap spots, do you see it to be a physical, or can people be handicapped if they have like mental, or they're handicapped because they have a glass eye? Like everything else seems absolutely
I don't know.
normal.
I mean, I think that it would have to be like the necessity to,
Like, could a person with a glass eye park in a handicap spot?
I mean, I wouldn't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they're driving at all,
Right,
then they should be able to do everything else that they need to do. Their limbs work. They just have we have one eye. That's it.
Right. But
so
that argument goes with a person that is in a wheelchair and they're in a seat that is handicap positioning seat that allows them to drive, but then they have to get in a wheelchair to get out and to get on the platform and all that kind of stuff. So they're driving. So it's interesting to me because I've had to realize that about myself. Like, how am I to know how handicapped somebody is? And like, am I that person where I'm just like, no, I need to see, okay, you need to at least be in a motorized wheelchair, or you got to have a missing limb, or you got to have something where I can really visibly justify your handicapness. But if you come
but that's because you want to see it. But so, like, for instance, I have a handicap plate,
mm-hmm.
and I just got it
mm-hmm.
because I have tumors in my lung, and it makes it hard to breathe when I'm having a flare up.
Right. Yeah.
I'm on chemo. I'm weak. Right. You're not going to be able to tell that whenever I get out of the car.
Right. Because even that is something that you can't tell, and so from outwardly you're like, that bitch is not handicapped. And like, if you're in
I'm gonna run that bitch over real quick.
But you as a person, you're like, I am handicapped and I just got my sticker, so fuck off. And so, but at the same time, for me, if somebody came out with an eye patch and they're in it, I was like, I mean, come on, dude, you know eye patches are cool. Get the fuck over into a regular spot. But at the same time, they're handicapped. So
Right.
it's weird because I've thought
I
about
think
that recently.
if it affects your walking or your
Hmm.
lung function, your heart function, if it affects your brain function to the point that you cannot walk properly
Hmm.
or for very long, then yes, I think you should be able to get it,
Hmm.
because that's what it is. It's about distance.
Right. So
Are you frail? Are you a fall hazard?
right.
Technically, I'm a fall hazard, and that sucks.
Yeah. Then yeah, that is a sucky category to be in. So
They
yeah,
give me special socks at the surgery center. I'm like, are
special
you fucking kidding me?
special fucking socks. God damn it, how lame. So yeah, I feel like so based on that, I feel like it's like if you if you're minimized in your capacity to function, then you should be able to get in a handicap spot. If you're not minimized in some way,
Hold on just a second. What? What's wrong with you? Are you kidding me? Why are you just sitting in a king size bed yelping?
because you're not in it.
Hey, you're fine. And you can come here if you want to, or you can stay right there, but shut your mouth.
You gonna be in it?
So sometimes when there's a problem with the older dog, Darby, she'll whine like that.
Yeah,
Because she
I
knows
could hear
that
it.
there's something wrong. Yeah.
I could
So
hear
she
it.
can,
I thought it was
but
an alarm notification going off.
no. And she's been back here snoring.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've heard that,
Mm.
but she was snoring really loud.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, you are a small dog. Like, where is that coming from?
From
But
my swollen
she's in the
taint.
bedroom by herself. Darby's right next to me, like
From my
laid out on the floor. So I don't know what her problem was.
She's
Now,
handicapped. She's handicapped.
honestly, she could have been seeing, I mean, I don't know. She could have been seeing my dad. She
Don't
could have
just
been
say it.
seeing
God damn it, you
our
said
old
it.
our old dog. Not our old dog, but the
Yeah,
one that we had to let go. Her name was Adele.
Okay, don't.
Because
Okay,
we see, I mean, like we even see Adele sometimes.
don't you? God damn it, you said it again. Okay, fuck. Okay.
What, Adele?
No, I'm just saying, you don't don't you delve into the paranormal right now.
Because I'm fixing to get off. Is that what she said?
Yeah,
Like,
because
no.
it's gonna give us a whole another hour right there. You
You're
better
like, listen, bitch, you are not going to sleep tonight. Okay,
you
this is
better
an all-nighter
you better save
emergency
this for the
situation.
next. You better save this for the next episode.
I'll try to remember. You'll have to remind me.
I'll
Have you ever
remind
seen a
you.
ghost?
I'll remind you because by then you'll be having. Guess what? This EMF thing we just got. It isn't just. It's not
Shut
electromagnetic.
up.
That's not
I'm
what it's
going into
picking
the
up.
bedroom. I unplugged everything in our bedroom
You're like
that would
that's.
put off EMF.
You're like that's not what it's picking up. That's why it's everywhere. It's other thing. Oh fuck
I'll have
you.
to get one of those stick things where it shows the
Yeah, you
dancing
do.
ghost.
Yeah, you gotta have 16. So basically, what, ladies and gentlemen, what we have now come to the conclusion of is
Is
that
that I should probably apologize for my behavior and what I've
we
said,
we have
but I'm not going to.
defined. No, we have you. If you're listening to this episode, you've got the definitive conclusion. We have now fully defined who is allowed in a handicap spot and who is not. And so, if you are minimized in your capacity to function in any way, then you can park there. If not,
No. You have to go get the placard. You're eligible for the placard.
you could park there, and by parking there legally, you would have to have the placard. If you are not minimized and you're just skipping your ass in there, placard or not, get the fuck on over. You know you don't need it. You know you're just going over there because you had to have your left nostril sewn shut. We don't okay, whatever, you know, hey, that's your decision to put the firecracker up there. That's not you're not
Right.
handicapped. You made yourself handicapped. And if you did that, then you need to
Yourself.
You need to
Hey,
walk.
look, I'll say this: if you limping your fucking ass around, but you did that yourself on purpose, and you knew that it was going to be okay, bye. You're going to get to park in the back.
You need to park. You need to park in it. You need to park way over there under that
and
tree.
Think about what you did as you're walking in. Yeah. You need to be thinking about your actions.
Park over there by that tree where all the bird shit is. That you know all the birds are gonna drop your shit on it. Hey, that's your decision. Here's your reward. But if you're diminished and it's just something like, hey, look, I have an arthritic eye. You know, here you go, ma'am.
That was the basis of my argument.
Right, yeah. Or if you are,
like, what are you here for? And I'm like, just hold my beer, okay? Because you're not going to believe this shit.
If you're at the point where you can look someone straight in the face and they say, "Why are you handicapped?" and you're like,
arthritic eyeball.
Look at me. I have a swollen taint. Okay, here you go. Park right here, as you will.
Here you go.
As
Just
you
here.
will.
Take it for free. Just get the thing out of here.
As you will.
For ruptures.
You know what? I'm handicapped, but I'm going to pull out of my handicap spot and give you my handicap spot.
Here you go. I don't even have legs, but you can have it.
I don't have legs, but you have a swollen taint. So you get first spot. Here you go. Because I don't even know what that pain is like.
You're like, I can't feel anything from the legs down. So, of course, I don't know what that pain is like. But please do take my spot.
You drop food in your lap with a swollen taint. You're never finding that shit. Swollen taint.
It's going to suck it up and eat it out.
Swollen taint just eclipses everything. Makes your fucking zipper jam all the time.
You got to stuff it in there. Okay, we're done. Hi, guys.
Oh, my God. It's already stuffed. What are you stuffing in there more?
What?
It's already stuffed. What are you stuffing in there more? You self-abusing ass. I'm going to jam this in my
Okay. No. Theater of the mind. My mind went there. Now I'm going to have nightmares. Thank you.
You look like a drunken kangaroo with a joey that doesn't want to come out. Weird swollen taint.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if kangaroos can be gay, because then they would not be in the closet. They would be in the pouch. Right?
See, this is why you should not.
I should get ChatGPT.
This is why you should not. No, this is why you should not. Absolutely not. Fuck me. This is why.
Okay, guys. Well, thanks for listening. We love that you're here, and we invite you to come back. He's going to say the jigga-hose part because I can never remember it.
Yeah. No, dudes, dudettes.
To all you dudes and dudettes.
Dudes and dudettes and,
motherfuckers and the fatherfuckers.
And gigolos and jigahos. Thank you for listening to yet another episode of The Dinosaur and the Dude. You know it for yourself. We are still the only podcast in the world with the most shittiest audio.
It's a curse.
But the equally most amazing content.
That's true. It's like a yin and yang situation.
Be sure to keep checking us out. We're gonna have a lot more stuff happening this season, and we're gonna try and keep the same side content going on, but we're gonna refine that too with witchcrafting and another thing. So we're trying to always get better for y'all. So stick around. Any case,
yeah. Also, fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Go ahead.
Man, that was a good lead up though. Any case, she's the dinosaur.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And I'm the dude. And you know what? We're still here, and we still want you all to know that we love you and to love yourself. You.
Yes, love yourself, please.
And
really hard.
Continue to love yourself hard. And you know what? For the third season, fuck it. You can use lotion or not. It's up to you.
Yeah,
you're an
it's
adult.
up to you.
You're
Ladies' choice or man's choice, whatever.
You're an adult.
However you identify.
However you need to go about loving yourself. Just do it.
Right.
Just do it.
I identify as an adult sometimes, but we all know that's bullshit.
Yeah. We all know that's just for the seating. Just for the seating at the restaurant. Are you an adult? Yeah, I'm an adult this time.
I'm an adult now today.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna start saying when I'm at a restaurant. I mean,
To drink? Yes. Do you have breast milk?
yeah, I'm an adult this time, so yeah, sure, let's do it. I'll do it. I'll be an adult
Can I
this
still get the
time.
kids menu though?
Yeah, still want. Yeah,
Okay, y'all need to go to our website, TheDinosaur&TheDude.com,
yes.
because we are looking very good. Our butt is looking very good in these jeans these days.
Mm,
Year, new us.
mhm,
Okay, actually, New
mhm,
Year's.
mhm, mhm, mhm,
Um, but
mm,
we are lonely over there, and we think that it would be super nice if you were to pop in and send us a note, say hey
mhm,
in the gayest way you can to
mhm.
me. That's a challenge.
Yeah, yeah. Let us know what you think about. God, that was wrong in my head. I need to clean it up. Here we go. I'll try it again. Yeah, let us know what you think about what. God damn it! I'm gonna power through it. Yeah, let us know what you think about being handicapped. Is it?
Oh my God, we're gonna get fucking moms for liberty or some shit going on.
What's handicap for you? You know. God damn it! I can't clean it up anymore. Okay, bye.
About 3 gummies, honestly. That does it for me.
All right, love you.
Okay, I'm going to bed.
Yep, love you.
I love you.
Love you too. Okay, bye.
Bye.